Hello, 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 Barca fans. How are we all doing? It is match day 12 in La Liga, and today is the Catalan derby. Barça against Espanyol at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic, with Barça looking to stay on the winning path after that spectacular victory at the Santiago Bernabeu last week. Let's see if we can do it this afternoon. We are at Montjuic with our colleague Marc Brau. Marc, take us through Barca's lineup.
Hi Robert, how's it going? Now it's derby time. What a game we have today here at the Stade Olympique Luis Companys. Barça, Espanyol. Long time ago we played the last derby against them, and good memories, isn't it? We won that game against Espanyol, and we were the champions of the league 2 years ago in the game played in Cornellà. Last season, Espanyol was in the second division. They returned to the first division, to La Liga last summer, and now it's time to win again against Espanyol. It's a special game for all the Barca fans here. It's the local derby, so we are really looking forward to win today, especially after what happened in the last games against Bayern Munich and against Real Madrid. The last time I was there, next to the pitch, I didn't know that we're gonna win 4-1 to Bayern Munich and 4-0 against Real Madrid. Incredible scores. The game against Real Madrid, the Clásico, was the last one played by the Hansi Flick team. I'm really looking forward to watch again a game of our Barca team. Let's go with the lineup with two changes between the last game against Real Madrid and today. Dani Olmo and Héctor Ford in, Fermín and Koundé out. These are the lineup for today's game, with Iñaki Peña at the goal, with 4 players at the back, with Alejandro Valdes the left back, with Héctor Ford as a right back, our centre backs another day, Íñigo Martínez and Pau Cubarsí, with Marc Casado as a holding midfielder, with Pedri only a few meters in front of him, and Dani Olmo. After a long time, he will start the game. The last game he was in the starting 11 was against Girona in the middle of September. He played a few minutes against Bayern Munich and against Real Madrid. Today, he will start the game with Raphinha as a left wing, with Lamine Yamal as a right wing, and with the player of the month, the player of the October in La Liga. 17 goals in 14 official games this season, 10 goals in the last 5 games. Our number 9, Robert Lewandowski, will be our striker.
Well, thank you very much, Marc. There is Barca's lineup for you. Let us know your thoughts. Rate it from 1 to 10. 1 the lowest score, 10 the highest score for this Catalan derby. Here in the studio with me, Spencer Siegel, Alex Ibaceta. Spence, how are we doing? Last time that we faced Espanyol and we were on this show, good times, right?
I remember that. I remember so many parts about that game, especially lifting a trophy. So that was fun. We're not going to be able to do that today, but we are at Montjuic, which is a bit of a different look.
Alex Ibaceta, last time you were on the show, I cannot remember. You missed all the fun last week.
I know. I had some FOMO, if I'm being quite honest. I saw the show from home, but no, I hope I can make up for lost time of the last few times that you guys have been doing this.
Well, guys, obviously a great result last week. It was a great game. Let's see what we can do today. I'm going to read out some of the comments. I've got Kuitim going with a 10, Pralay Das going with an 8, Sutibos going with a 9 out of 10, Silas Estrada 8, B-Boy Benfoot 10, Kali Jong 9, Sliver Shard 10 out of 10, and Colette Cohen 9.5. Very specific, 9.5. Guys, your thoughts on this lineup? The return of Dani Olmo, one of the highlights, definitely.
Yeah, it's one of those. I mean, honestly, I think 9 out of 10, just because you never want to give it a 10 out of 10. Just to be careful with that. No, but I think Fermín has been outstanding, and then you take him out, you're like maybe, but then Dani Olmo comes in to replace him. Héctor Ford, I think we've all appreciated how he's been, this entire season, and now that he gets a start, I think it's good for him to get back into that rhythm as well. But no, when you have Lamine Yamal, Lewan, and Raphinha as your starting 3, I think you can't drop below an 8 out of 10.
I was going to say, if the top 3 are up there, it's at least an 8. But the thing that I see on that sheet, that just, I know we're so used to it now, seeing Pau Cubarsí on there, seeing Íñigo, seeing Valdes, seeing Casado, Lamine, these players are playing 2 games a week, and it's every week that we're doing it, except this one.
Exactly. You've got the rare clean week, no midweek game for Barça. Espanyol did have one in the Copa del Rey. Barça had a full week to rest, to recover from the Clásico hangover, and to prepare for this game next coming. today we face Espanyol, midweek Red Star Belgrade, Sunday Real Sociedad. So the schedule is going to stay intense, and I'm guessing that's where Hansi Flick thinks, okay, let's make some changes today, move the lineup a little bit next Wednesday as well.
I don't know. How do you prioritize it? Because this game means so much to so many people, not just for the fact that Barca are trying to maintain it, actually technically increase their lead temporarily on the top of the table right now. But then the fact that Red Star, and I'm not going to be there on Wednesday, but I'm just going to say this now, that game's going to be tough. That atmosphere is going to be one of the most intense that this team and these players, especially the young players, have seen in their entire lives. Not that it's not winnable, it definitely is, but you have to balance that, especially with the fact that, as you said, you got 3 games coming up within 7-8 days.
And the fact is that when Hansi Flick has introduced changes, the team's philosophy, the team's identity doesn't really change. We saw Dani Olmo come in the second half the other day, and he just offers you so many options as well.
Yeah, it's one of those, it's the first time in a long time that I think we see changes and we don't panic.
Yeah.
It's those changes that you mentioned, Robert. It's, the flow keeps going no matter who's on the pitch, and it's amazing considering, Hector Fort, a young player, and you trust him automatically because we have Cubarsí, because we have Casado, because we have Fermin. You trust these young players, not like you did in the past few seasons, potentially, because you see them so often and you know what they're capable of and you know how they're playing. So it is quite nice. I would like to see a bit more rotation, but it's one of those, it's like, this is grand, it's Espanyol and it's a winnable game, but at the same time, it's a derby.
It's a derby de Barcelona.
You can't take your foot off the pedal because it's such an important game to the city as a whole. So how do you pick and choose who you start, who you bench, and what moments do you kind of do that? But obviously Hansi Flick, I think, has been managing well so far. Lamine Yamal has a lot of minutes under his belt so far this season with both club and country. So it's a balance. So far, so good. I think going into Wednesday, I'm going to be quite interesting to see what the lineup's going to be.
Well, we'll see. But let's focus on this one. There is your lineup. Keep your thoughts coming on the live chat. And we have a question for you as well. Who will be the key player for today's game? Will it be the returning Dani Olmo? Will it be Marc Casado? They always say that the players who have grown up in La Masia are extra motivated for the game against Espanyol, even more motivated than for the Catalan derby than for the Clásico, because Espanyol is the team that they've been facing since they're little boys. So Marc Casado in the mix there, or Lamine Yamal, all 3 of them Masia players. Quick thoughts?
Between those 3, I think Olmo's the one that we'll be watching the closest today, because we want to see what he can do, if he can continue to replicate what we saw him do perhaps in the game against Rayo, but just be part of the midfield that helps them get down the pitch quickly. I'm
going to go with Marc Casado. I think he's been outstanding recently, and he's made a lot of key passes from a bit, lying deeper in the midfield than maybe, Dani Olmo is going to be at the moment. And I think in a game with Espanyol where you need to control the rhythm and, not get into your heads as much as Espanyol does, sometimes, as we've seen in the past season, I think he's going to be quite important to keeping that rhythm in the midfield.
Well, Marsky says Dani Olmo. I've got Garp saying Casado. Who else? We've got lots of Lamine Yamal's overwhelming amount of threes. Appreciation for all the Barca players. Got Barca fan voting 3 as well. Dave Olwart going 3. Mostly votes for Casado, although there are a few Dani Olmos who would be my option as well. I'm looking forward to seeing Dani Olmo in action again right from the start. See how he can find spaces, find himself free, find the pass, find the finishing, and we'll see what impact he can have on that game. Right, Marabral got to talk to Hansi Flick just a few minutes ago. Let's go and listen to what our head coach had to say.
As always, only a few minutes to start the game between Barça and Espanyol. We are with our coach, Mr. Flick. Hi, Mr. Flick, how are you?
I'm very good.
Of course, today is not an easy day for what happened in the last week here in our country. But how is the team ready to play today's game?
I think they are ready. We had good training sessions. Especially yesterday was really good. So we are focused on that game, on the derby. We know what we have to expect. I think we are ready.
What kind of Espanyol do you expect for today? They told that maybe he can play with 5 defenders. So what do you think about them?
Yeah, it could be. I think it will be not so easy to score goals, because they will we take the focus on defending the goal, but also when they get the ball, the transition. So we have to take care about that, and also enjoy our style of playing football, enjoy our quality, what we can give, and this is for me the important thing today. Enjoy how we want to play, and enjoy really also to celebrate after the match with the fans.
And the last one, you make 2 changes in the lineup. Especially, I want to ask you about Dani Olmo. Finally, he's from the starting. So how is for the team to have him again from the start?
No, really good. So we are happy to have more possibilities, some more options, and today we decided that Dani is in the starting 11, and he brings us. He's with the ball. He really. Also, ball possession is important for us, and also between the lines, he know where he has to go, and this is for us today. I think a good move.
We hope. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you very much.
The words of our coach, Mr. Flick. Only a few minutes to start the derby after a long week and after the incredible win against Real Madrid today. It's time to win the derby against Espanyol.
The words there of Hansi Flick. And before we go over Espanyol's lineup, I just caught a comment on the chat, which is very specific. Samuel says, my opinion, 2nd minute, Raphinha makes a sprint to the goal and scores to make it 1-0. 7th minute, Espanyol attacked, but Iñaki makes a solid save. 16th minute, Lamine Yamal makes a giant pass to Lewandowski for 2-0. 27th minute, foul for Espanyol.
Okay.
Four very specific predictions.
Are we going to play bingo with that?
I'm going to screenshot that and see if it happens.
Yeah, well, we'll know right away because the 2nd minute, it'll be quick.
Yeah.
Exactly. Round of applause for Samuel there for his predictions. If you want to bring some random predictions to the table, type them in the live chat, and we'll see if we can read some of them out. Right, Espanyol's lineup. The question there is if they will play with a defensive line of 4 or a defensive line of 5. La Liga set it up with 4, but then we'll see what the reality is on the pitch. With Joan Garcia in goal, El Hilali Kumbula, Cabrera and Romero at the back, with Tejero, who might be the extra 5th defender, Kral, Bauza and Aguado in midfield. Up front, it's Puado and Joffre. Espanyol, a team that have lost 4 of their last 5 games. They had a solid start, then they've sort of deflated a bit, but it's always a very passionate game for them.
Yeah, if we put the emotion aside for a second from this game, I cannot seem to figure this team out yet this year. There's only a couple of teams that I can really say that about in La Liga this year that I'm just not 100% sure if they're good enough to get out of the relegation zone or out of that race, or if they are one of the teams that's going to be there at the end of the year fighting for survival. One thing that we can look to today, based on this 11, is, I believe his first name is Ramel Bauza. He's 19 years old. He's never played a minute in La Liga EA Sports in his career. And he started and played well against San Tirso midweek in the Copa. So you must be doing something right if you're 19 and you're getting your first La Liga start in El Derbi de Barcelona.
Right, we need to do a quick round of Guess the Player because we're running late. So let's go with Guess the Player round 1, and I'll pass it over to you, Alex Ibaceta.
Okay.
Let's go with our first mystery player. This is reactions after the win at the Bernabeu last week. That amazing 4-0 win. Who is hugging Hansi Flick in that photograph, Alex?
That's Lewa, isn't it?
You sure?
It looks like a Lamine hug.
That hair. But it looks like the Lewa little curve. You think?
Maybe. Or a Pedri hug.
I don't know. The hair looks too long to be Lamine. I'm staying with Lewa.
You're staying with Lewa. Okay. Easy FNZ going Kubarsi. Retziao going Pedri. There's a Gavi. I've got Dave Allward and Morris going Lamine Yamal. Rafi Muhammad going Kubarsi. Garp going Kubarsi. Who else? Chandan going Pedri. 6+6 going Pedri. Michal going Kubarsi. And the correct answer is?
It's going to be Kubarsi, isn't it?
Kubarsi.
Yeah.
It was the little
swoosh.
I know.
A little swoosh there. Right, next one, Spencer Siegel. Let's see if you are luckier with this one. Who was that?
Okay, well, it's not Jules Koundé.
No.
Who is giving let's go get him? I'm thinking maybe this is a Lamine.
Could it be Lamine and his Blaugrana braces?
It certainly could be. right at the end of the game. Yeah, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna say Lamine.
Well, Nikki Swan, Aezi FNZ agree with you. Yossi agrees with you. TC is agreeing with you. And are they agreeing correctly? Let's find out.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. Lamine Yamal, who scored the third goal at the Bernabeu. Let's go for one final one. There he is on our screens. Lamine Yamal. Will he score today? Who is hugging Marc Casado and celebrating in the dressing room there after the win?
Wow.
That one's hard.
It's a good pick.
It's a great picture. I wish I had seen it in its entirety.
I would say.
Go on.
It's a weird angle of the head.
I know.
Pedri. I don't know.
Alex?
Gavi.
Oh.
Is it Pedri or is it Gavi?
Sneaky.
Or is it the prediction of it's Cheese Monster? Or Rezin Mohammed? Or Aezi FNZ, who has all three of them correct. Aezi FNZ. Congratulations to you for your correct guesses. There you go. It is Raphinha and Marc Brau is in front of our camera. Perfect timing, Marc.
Hello, perfect timing. Yeah, I was listening to you. You're very good today with the guest player. So I'm really glad to have you back again, guys. Spence, Alex, how are you? Well, it's been a long time. Sometimes when we have a lot of games of Champions League game, we think, okay, maybe it's good time to rest. But I don't know you, but I don't want to rest the team. I want every game of our team. It's really catchy what happened with our team today. So now you listen whistles because the Espanyol players are going to the locker room. So yeah, I have to say that I'm really a bit excited. Okay, photograph pass behind me. Don't worry that there's a camera there. Okay, don't worry. So I have some questions for you. So questions for you again, Spence, Alex, and Robert, and always related with today's game against Espanyol. I have to say that one of the answers, I said it in the first connection in the lineup. So please play with us in our comments. So let's go with the first question. As always, first question for you, Spence. I think that today, for sure, it's the easiest one, for sure. Remember, you can comment us the answer. So, Spence, who was the last Barca player to score against Espanyol? Was Lewandowski? Was Balde? Or was it Koundé? Remember, put your comments in our chat.
Alex is currently looking at me like I have no idea. No. And I think this is a somewhat of a trick question too, because if I remember right, which my memory isn't very good, Balde and Koundé, I believe, both scored in that game against Espanyol. And I don't remember about Levy. But it ended like 4-1, and I think Balde got one of the first ones, and Koundé got one of the, or maybe Balde got the second one, and Koundé got the first one, so this is going to be wrong. But I'm going to say Lewandowski, but I know the other two scored in the game.
You say Lewandowski, Obski, Marqueria, and Umboski. No, Spence. Lewandowski scored the first and the third. It was Koundé with a header. Don't you remember that goal?
Basically right.
They Frankie de Jong.
I do remember that header now.
It was a cross, a direct cross from Frankie de Jong just for the midfield position, and then going to Koundé. So
I'm pretty sure it was 3 of us for that game on Barca Live.
This is slander. I don't like it.
Let's go with the second one. This is for you, Alex. I don't know if it's easy for you or not, but I want to know who was the last Barca player to score against Espanyol. But here in Montjuic, it was a game played in 2008, but it was Henry, Ronaldinho, or Messi. Alex, please comment. Also, Barca Live fans in our chat.
Right. You said
So
2008?
percentages say the best option is option 3. Just from a percentage point.
Was
So
it
you have no
2008?
problem helping her with percentages.
No, I'm just saying
The probability.
your percentage option was wrong. Because it would have been Lewandowski. He scores most of the goals.
Honestly, 2008, Dios. You know what, I'm just going to go percentages.
Come on, Alex.
Messi, go on.
It's Messi. It's fine, Alex. It's fine. It was for a penalty kick. It wasn't there for me. It wasn't that goal. At that goal, it was a penalty shot, and it was at the other time. So I remember a lot that day. It was the last time that Barca won here against Espanyol in a derby. So let's go with the last one, Robert. The difficult one is for you always, but I want to know. Remember that last season, Espanyol was in second division. They returned to La Liga last summer. Wow. I want to know how many days ago was the last derby, the last time that we played against Espanyol. What's the number?
It was May.
539, 598, or 702?
It was the 14th of May of 2023. I remember that.
Yeah.
But how many days have gone by?
What did he have for breakfast that day, Robert?
No. 14th of May. I don't know. I'm just going to go with the middle option.
5 times 3 is 150 days plus 365.
I have to say-
539 is 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine, Spence, it's fine. Yeah, good help for Robert, Spence. I have to say
Look at
that I told the number in the first connection when I explained the lineup. I told that 539 days ago was the last time that we faced Espanyol. A lot of whistles right now because the speaker is saying the Espanyol players for today. So I don't have a lot of time, as always, but let's go with my secret numbers and just only a few guesses, if you want, Alex, Spence, and Robert. My numbers for today, 20, 24, and 5. I think that the last one is the easy one.
5 is consecutive wins, right?
Yeah, you are right. But there's another thing also. It's 5 consecutive wins, and in those games, Lewandowski scored.
Oh, okay.
Twice against your boys, hat-trick against Alaves, twice against Sevilla, a goal against Bayern, and twice against Madrid. But the first ones, I think, are not
I read
easy.
one of the stats.
The
I read one of the stats.
the
One
20
is
was it
games
Raphinha?
without the Espanyol hasn't beaten Barca. Don't know
No.
if it's 20 or 24.
I think
No.
20. Well, it was like
Huh?
Raphinha goal involvement. I think it was
No,
20 as well.
but Robert, you were close. 22 times is the last time that the Espanyol beat us. 22 consecutive wins. But
Okay.
the numbers, 20 is not easy. It's the number of derbies played here in Montjuic in all history. The first one was in 1929. It was in a Liga game. Remember that Espanyol played at home here for 12 years, from 1997 to 2009. But in all history, 20 times the derby was played there. And 24, it's interesting, is the number of goals that Barca has scored at home in 6 games. So 4 goals average per game scored there
Easy.
at home. I think it's incredible numbers for Barca. So these are my secret numbers. As you said, 5 is the number of consecutive wins that we achieved in the last days. So now it's time to go to my position. Finally, I want to give my prediction for today. I think it won't be easy, but Barca is in good shape. So I think that Barca, that's going to win 3-0 for Barca with another goal of Lewandowski, of course. But last week, I told you, I don't know if you know what Barca games are. Now it's time to know what exactly are Barca games. And if you don't know it, I guess that it's the correct video. Let's gonna know what are Barca games.
Well, there you go. Barca Games. Discover Barca Games. It is the official gaming platform of Football Club Barcelona, and it's a culé community set up, created by culés. So just go download Barca Games on wherever you buy your apps, whichever app store you have. Download Barca Games and join this culé community in which you can earn rewards and stand out in the virtual La Masia. Did you know that the virtual La Masia existed?
But I don't have to do keepy uppies
No.
for real.
You're the best one out of the 3 of us, Spence.
Don't
If the
patronize
game
me.
if the game goes well today, we can do Barca Games in the studio.
I like that. I always like
Let's do
games.
that.
I'm a big games person anyway.
Keepy
so-
uppy competition.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's do
boy.
it.
All right.
Okay,
like
if X scores, we do keepy uppies.
Go on, Spence.
Who is
rules.
X?
Well, I feel like the best keepy uppy on the team is probably Raphinha.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
If Raphinha scores, keepy uppy tournament, and we only get 1 go each.
oh boy.
In the studios. Right, that was Barca Games for you, and as always, score prediction time. Let's go with it. Guess the score. Guys, send us
What?
your predictions as well on
These
the
are
live
not-
chat.
These are not the scores that we predicted.
These are not
These
the
are
scores that we
incorrect.
predicted.
No.
These are
We were-
incorrect.
we were
These
more
are the
chaotic
scores from
today.
El
All
Clásico.
predicting a Barca loss, apparently.
Yeah.
Please correct this. Please get it off of our screens right now.
Quita.
There
Way.
we go. Those are our correct predictions with Marbarao going 3-0. Spencer Siegel, you are the most conservative of all.
Yeah.
Only because, first of all, I was told...
You tried sealing both.
First of all, I was told that 5-0 and
scores.
4-0 were an option, and then I figured, well, Espanyol did hold Atleti in Madrid to a 0-0, so it's going to be tough.
Alex?
I went for chaos and I went 5-0. I've been conservative and that never goes well for me, so.
I went with, we've scored 4 against Bayern, we scored 4 against Real Madrid. We could score 4 again.
Do we have our graphic, by the way?
No, not
I'm
yet.
still waiting for it because I've picked it right twice, and I don't see my name on any leaderboards.
If you can't win at
Just
keepy uppies,
saying.
then you have to win at something.
Right, the predictions from our fans. Boni Saputra going 5-1, Alia 4-0, 3-1 from Arfan Olmo Edits going 5-0. It's Cheese Monster going 10-0. I feel that is ambitious. TH Bimoji going Lewandowski hat-trick. That's interesting. Amit going Viscal Barça from India. Safety Boy going 3-2. And Darin going 5-0. Everyone feeling very optimistic after Barca's recent performances and recent wins.
I think you kind of have to be, don't you? Especially since we're not changing the lineup as much. You're expecting the same level of performance, especially against a team that is in the relegation battle. So in theory, we should be way superior. But also because it's derby, we're going full on el once de gala, as we like to say. I think you have to be optimistic, don't you?
Let's get it.
Right, guys, the players are stepping onto the pitch with Barca's lineup, including Iñaki Peña in goal with Héctor Fort, Cubarsí, Íñigo and Balde at the back with Cazador, Pedri and Olmo as the sort of trio in midfield. Lamine Yamal on one wing, Raphinha on the left wing and Lewandowski, the Pichichi, up front. The players are stepping onto the pitch and there's going to be a lot going on at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic before the game starts. So, before that happens, I think, guys, we do need... Here, come in. I'll take the remote and, well, just hand it over to our sponsors from Ambilight. Well, Ambilight changes everything, it says. I hope it doesn't change the way that Barca have been playing over the last few games, because it has been just fun to watch.
Yeah.
And one of the best parts about this season is Jules Koundé walking in, not looking
in
like
his tracksuit,
not looking like a marshmallow or something.
It's the shoes you have to look at now.
Yeah, is that right?
It's the shoes.
Okay.
Do be careful what you say. You might anger Jules Koundé.
Was that?
I don't know. I mean, he might not appreciate being called a marshmallow.
But he knows that I'm sure he knows that I don't really think that his fashion sense is all that fashionable.
Oh, okay.
Shots fired, but
Clearly.
Shots fairly fired, I would
we need
say.
Mark to ask Jules.
I'm proving the microphone.
Okay, yeah, Mark, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Perfect. Luckily I said I'm proving the microphone, and I don't say annoying words.
Yeah.
So what I want to say is that in a few seconds, interesting things will happen here. We're gonna know which players will have important awards. So let's take a look to the pitch, guys, because in a few seconds, 3 Barca players will show the awards for all of us.
Yep, important week in terms of awards for Barca. There was a gala on Monday that not everyone attended. And Barca did go and received several awards, and some of which we will see right now. And our good performances in La Liga have been rewarded with Robert Lewandowski being named the Player of the Month of October.
Shocker.
Well, being the Pichichi, I'm not
the
surprised. Right, there we go. Let's show this, what's going on right now at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. Our Ballon d'Or, Aitana Bonmati, showing her second consecutive trophy, Mark.
Aitana, good morning.
Second consecutive trophy last Monday. She deserves a lot. It's an incredible award. One of our best players. He was the first scorer in the last final in Bilbao against Olympique Lyonnais. Alex, you was there, isn't it?
I was there. I was pitch sides. I was doing your job, Mark.
Oh, perfect. Better than me, for sure. So, Ballon d'Or, I have to say that it's so brilliant. I watched the Ballon d'Or from a far distance. And now it's time for Lamine Yamal, guys. More awards.
the Copa Award for the best young player, the best under-21 player, right, Mark?
Yes, I remember that Pedri and Gavi also won the award in the last years.
3 of the last
3
4
consecutive
players.
years.
The last 4 players have been wearing Blaugrana. Ronald Araujo, Mar Bernal, Eric Garcia out for this game, of course, and Lamine Yamal handing over the trophy of Player of the Month for Robert Lewandowski, the Pichichi, Mark.
The Pichichi, and remember that the 3 Player of the Month this season in La Liga are for Barça players. The first was for Raphinha, the second one for Lamine Yamal, and the third one for Robert Lewandowski. Now, I have to say that for the moment we lose the field draw, so we're gonna start attacking to the north side. But now it's an emotional moment. Remember that in Spain we had big floodings in Valencia, with several dead people, with a lot of people losing a lot of things. And now, as the same in all the La Liga stadiums, let's gonna respect a minute of silence in memory of the people who we hope that rest in peace.
A minute of silence in Montjuic right now. Well, may all the victims of those floodings rest in peace, and well, just devastating news during the week. It almost feels weird to be here doing this today, having fun watching football while just 5 hours away. People are suffering, people are still trying to recover from what has happened, having lost everything.
If you are watching the game today along with watching us, you'll see a QR code pop up in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You can scan that and donate to the Red Cross, or you can just go to the Red Cross and do it yourself.
And from the Barca side, the jerseys worn by our players during today's Barça Espanyol match will be signed and later auctioned to raise funds for the victims of these terrible floodings that happened on Tuesday in Valencia, with so many victims. As we say, may they rest in peace, and may everyone be able to find peace and normality soon, those people who have been affected by all of these terrible events. Right, the game has started, guys, and as Marc said, Barca lost the draw, so we're attacking towards the left-hand side of our screens today. Had that happened this season, Marc?
No, it's the first time this season, and of course for today it's not for the sun. Sometimes you change the field because of the sun to the goalkeeper. Now I think it's only trying to win the small things at the beginning. Maybe the Espanyol captain want to change something from the beginning, but it's the first time that Barca will start attacking to the north side. But for the moment, the first action is a big attempt for Barca. It's a foul on Raphinha. I think that we can make a good cross from the left part of the stadium. At the first minutes, I think we see what's the game plan from Espanyol, with all the players in the same field position in their pitch.
Right, well, we've got close to 10,000 viewers with us. Let's ask who will be the first scorer of this game. It might happen here right now with Raphinha with the cross inside. Joan Garcia punches it away, and Espanyol will want to run the counter-attack here. Lamine Yamal having to track back, chasing Puado. Can Balde get to the ball first? Yes, he can. Who will be the first scorer of today's game? Will it be Lewandowski? Will it be Lamine Yamal? Will it be Raphinha? Marc Brau?
I don't know, but do you see what is happening right now? Lamine Yamal. Incredible roulette that he made.
And he fixes his hair after. He's like, yes.
He always fixes his hair, man.
Yeah. Incredible. I think that let's go with Lewandowski. 10 goals in the last 5 games, and I want to hear again Spence singing the rap. So let's go with Lewandowski.
I've still not experienced that live.
Oh, does that mean that when
Alex
Ibaceta is in the studios, Robert Lewandowski does not score?
It seems
or when
like
it's the combination of
when
you
it's
two?
the combination, Lewa doesn't score.
Oh dear.
It's not happened.
All right, well, we can work on that today.
Yes, we need to.
My bet is Dani Olmo. I'm going off the board.
I'll
go Pedri.
I kind of like the idea of Raphinha today, actually.
Yeah.
I'm for it, although it's not going to happen in the second minute.
No, that's already gone.
Well, it might happen it depends on what you consider second minute. It might go from minute 2 to minute 3, you know?
Fine.
So we have 30 seconds.
we've
we
got
would surely
Samuel's
count it.
You've got Samuel's bet going on, Samuel's prediction alive here. Lots of
Really,
Lewandowski's.
The only prediction of the 4 that he made that I want to make sure we find out is true or not is
27th minute?
Yeah, the
27th
foul.
minute Espanyol foul.
Yeah, I'm sure that will happen. Here is Raphinha. Barca looking to progress, and right now Marca at the moment when Barca have tried to attack, it's very crowded around Espanyol's box, lots of players defending there.
I think it's a game for the moment so far that the other team is playing more defensive with 11 players in the part of the pitch, and Barca today has to play very quickly. I have to say that for the moment it's not raining, but the pitch is very fast because the grass is a little bit with some water, and I think that the game plan for Espanyol is clear. They want to defend a lot and try to get their options maybe in that kind of things that they have to do right now with a free kick that they gonna cross inside the box.
Well, it has been raining on and off today in Barcelona, so we could expect it to rain during the game. I was thinking this morning that maybe a clear indicator that climate change is a real thing is the amount of games that Barca over the last few years have played in the rain, which is very few. And I remember as a kid, there would always be like 5-6 games during a season in which Barca played under heavy rain.
For me, it's fine without heavy rain.
Well, yeah, for you,
For me, it's fine.
You're in the stadium, but yeah. Oh, careful with the through pass by Pedri. Barca looking to hit Espanyol in transition as they'd made a move up. Right, we've all done our predictions, but the Barca official intelligence didn't. Let's see how this ends here. With Espanyol clearing. We might go and ask right now. So,
Barca official intelligence is on a heater.
Well, Barca official intelligence did get the prediction right last week against Real Madrid. So let's go. Let's go and ask the Barca official intelligence. Oh, you're going that way? Okay, I'll follow you this way. The camera going in a different direction. So, Barca official intelligence, well done for your prediction the other day against Real Madrid, that 4-0 win. What is your prediction for today?
Well, thank you. I do think that today it's got to be one of those things that, you know, we all think clean sheet. No. Espanyol are motivated in their own old home of Montjuic, so I'm going 3-1.
Okay, 3-1 says the Barca official intelligence. Let's keep that in our minds here. Does one correct prediction qualify as a heater?
Well, I've gotten 2 right.
It's more than. Yeah.
Yeah. Still no recognition. It's okay. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Next one, maybe.
Barring me, you are the one who's been here the most, though. I mean.
Are you
It was
saying?
bound to
Are you
happen.
trying to say that
It was
even
percentages.
even a blind squirrel
probability.
finds an acorn? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
I did not know that saying, but
even
careful.
a broken clock is right twice a day.
Yep. True. Right, Espanyol trying to hit Barca in transition there, but the ball ended up rolling out for a goal kick. No danger there for Barca.
Martinez made
You were
a
saying,
great,
Marc?
Iñigo Martinez was the defender who made a great action over Espanyol players. But for the moment, I have to say that it's the most difficult game for Barca to play, with a lot of Espanyol players just inside, next from their box. Remember that Espanyol only has 1 point away this league, but it was against Atlético in Metropolitano. It was 0-0. It was a draw, 0-0. So maybe they want to follow the same game plan.
They had a stretch in there in which they won 3 consecutive games. Now, in their run of last 5 games, they have 4 defeats against Villarreal, Betis, Athletic Club and Sevilla. Only won their game against Mallorca in match day 9. So, Espanyol right now in 17th position, flirting with the relegation zone.
It might be that they're flirting all season like that. Based on the way that their squad shapes out this year, they just don't have enough resiliency and firepower to come at it week after week against the top half of the La Liga table, I don't think.
Yeah. And the best they can do
Lovely
is
little
hold out.
turn by Lamine Yamal to find Pedri. Pedri into the middle, Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski looking for space to shoot. He's going to feed it out wide. Lamine Yamal, quick touch to Hector Ford. Hector Ford with a cross inside. Olmo with a
Dani
header.
Olmo.
And it goes over the crossbar. First chance there for Barca. Dani Olmo with a header. And it was a beautiful setup, a beautiful combination that led to that chance, Mark.
Yeah, I think that Lamine Yamal was a bit forced to the header. He has the defender of Espanyol very next to him, and the header was out, but was an incredible technical action by Lamine Yamal just to put the ball to Hector Ford. Was very incredible. And now,
back heel.
How is he always perfectly
he has
able
eyes
to cut
behind.
that
He
off?
has eyes behind.
Lamine Yamal is on one today. He's done that roulette. He's done this back heel. What's going to be next?
Oh, here's Lewandowski running away.
Sorry, Mark.
Lewandowski out wide to Balde. Barca on attack mode again. Inside comes Alejandro Balde trying the 1-2 with Dani Olmo. And yeah, Mark, sorry, because there were 3 conversations going on at the same time. But you were pointing out that minute 8, Espanyol were already taking their time with that goal kick.
Be careful.
Careful with the shot by Lamine Yamal, saved by Joan Garcia.
No, what I said is that for Barca today, it will be difficult to create attempts, but in a minute we have 2 important ones: the header by Dani Olmo, this shot by Lamine Yamal, and I think that it's the secret for winning today, to be very quickly in our attempts and try to score as early as we can.
This also today a battle of 2 teams with a lot of players from the youth teams who've grown up in the youth system of their clubs. Barca have 7 in the squad today as we create another chance. Here is Dani Olmo. Lamine Yamal is on the right. Dani Olmo with the shot into the hands of Joan Garcia.
Lamine wanted it.
Yeah, but the defender
So did
opened
Dani.
up the space. Yeah.
Is it going to be Dani time today? Is it going to be Olmo time?
Olmo time.
I think it's going to be Olmo time. Might be. Might be. It might be Olmo time. There we go. Might be Olmo
Oh,
time.
nicely
look
done.
at that graphic.
Nicely done.
It might be Olmo time. Right. Almost 10 minutes played. Barca have already had 3 chances, 2 for Olmo, 1 for Lamine Yamal. And I was going to say, is this a game in which Barca are going to have a lot of patience in terms of trying to break down the Espanyol defense? Seems like in 10 minutes we've already figured it out.
Sounds about right. But at the same time, the chances that we're getting, they're not clear chances either. It's about managing to score. I mean, that Lamine Yamal shot, I think he had 2 defenders on him. Dani Olmo had to make a decision between, it was a 3v2, had to make a decision of shooting. Dani Olmo had, someone pushing his back. So we've definitely figured it out. Now it's just a matter of actually finishing the chances that we're creating so far.
Eden Heitfold says, can you please say my comment? I'm a big fan of Barcelona. There you go, Eden. Hi. And I see lots of flags on the live chat, so please let us know where you're watching us from. Send in the flags of your countries. Name your country as well if you have a flag that we might not recognize, because we're not all that great at geography.
Speak for yourself. I like guessing flags.
You like guessing flags? Okay,
Yeah.
Don't tell us the name of your country. It's the first yellow card of the game, Mark.
Yeah, for Jofre Carreras, a player who is, as you said, a player for Espanyol since he was very young. He played several times with all Barca young players, and he's one of the best players this season for Espanyol. He scored 2 goals, but I think that it's a clear yellow card after a great run by Alejandro Balde in the left-back position.
Right, first flags coming in. Diosum says, I'm a big fan of Barca. Well, I mean, keep the support coming. Olmo edits, show us the match. No, we can't. We don't have the rights to do that. Oh, careful, the chance there, Dani Olmo!
Dani Olmo!
It's Olmo time!
Dani Olmo!
Wow, that came out of nothing.
I know!
Well, Barca score in the 11th minute.
It's almost time, guys! It's almost time!
Oh, is it offside?
It was very close. It was really close.
No. I think
it
it's
goal or
good.
not?
Is
I
it?
think it's good. For the moment, it's goal. For the moment, it's
Okay.
goal.
Okay,
Okay.
we have to review it.
So far, it is Olmo time. So far, it is Olmo time. Come on!
Don't make me unravel this. Don't make me do it.
Let's see. Ahí está. Ole.
Right, let's see. We'll see the replay. ball fed out wide to Lamine Yamal, who takes his time. In comes the cross. It's not offside. He's in. Vamos!
Let's go.
Absolutely not. Not even close.
Came out of nothing.
Oh, outside of the foot pass from Lamine Yamal. Espectacular.
And the finish by Dani Olmo.
It's confirmed. It's confirmed, guys. Is another goal by Dani Olmo. 4
Yes,
goals
it is.
with Barça. Robert, I have to say that congrats for you. You are the only one who said that Dani Olmo will be the first scorer of the
did.
game. So be careful.
Oh, careful. Have we got something else having in the game? Careful,
Oh.
a chance for Espanyol. Puado tries to go over.
It's
the
offside.
Raphinha goes wide.
It's offside.
Right.
But let's go with the numbers quickly. 4 goals of Dani Olmo. Remember that before the injury, he scored 3 goals in the first 3 games he played. He did not score against Bayern, against Real Madrid. Against Real Madrid, he made an incredible performance, assisting to the players. And today, first derby with the first team. Dani Olmo played several times with under 13, under 14, and under 16 team against Espanyol. But it's the first goal that Dani Olmo scored in a derby with the first team of Barça. But I want to commend the assist of Lamine Yamal.
Yeah.
8
Outside of the
assists
foot.
this season, and it's the second one, similar to the Villarreal with the how to say the exterior, Robert.
The outside of the foot.
Careful, Lamine Yamal. Lamine back to Hector Ford. The cross by Hector Ford inside.
Ooh,
Lewandowski
little.
hustling. I think Lamine Yamal was offside.
How to say, Robert? The way
Yeah.
that Lamine assists is the same way that he did against Villarreal to
The outside of
Raphinha.
the
Exactly. Outside
Yes.
of the foot cross, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
incredible. But 8 assists in 15 games. I think it's absolutely madness what is happening with Lamine assisting.
Mark, I have a question for you. Is it true that when Dani Olmo starts, when he's in the starting 11, Dani Olmo scores?
Is it true? It's true, yeah. He scored the first goal against Valladolid when he starts. He starts again against Girona, and today he scored against Rayo coming from the bench. But all the games that he's starting, he scores.
He scores almost every time he plays.
Yeah, the only time he
The
did
only
not
time
score,
he hasn't scored was the Bernabeu, right?
and Bayern Munich.
Oh,
And
Bayern Munich. Okay.
But yeah, so let's gonna start every game with Dani Olmo, isn't it? If he scores in any game. But I think the Barca has done the most important thing, scoring early in the game.
Yeah.
Yep. Right, I would like to ask, well, if it's Olmo time, we might as well fill the live chat with the clock emoji, right? Because
Yeah.
I like
it
the
is
clock
time.
emoji. But
It
pick
is.
whichever
But
time
which
you
one?
want. There's many clock
There's many clock
emojis.
emojis.
So pick whichever time you feel is most appropriate.
Is there
for this
like
moment. or maybe what time it is in your region?
I'm going like a 5 in the afternoon clock here.
Okay.
That's because it is, isn't it?
It's like 4:30.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Right. It's like not even 15 minutes in. My mic equipment is already hanging here. So I don't see enough of them. Clock emojis for the Dani Olmo goal to celebrate that it's Olmo time already in this
Ole.
game. Here's Lamine Yamal trying to go with the nutmeg.
Jeez.
Dani Olmo with the pressure. Lamine Yamal, Lamine. And it is a foul on the edge of the box. A beautiful combination and the setup, Alex,
Yeah.
by Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, I think Lamine Yamal he's on one today. We've seen that. I mean, that Meg there was absolutely outstanding.
He's having a game.
He was, yeah, he's on one. He's enjoying himself. I think he's motivated to do well, and I think that can only benefit everybody, including us.
Careful here with Espanyol going on the attack. Barça had a good defensive transition there. Now Marc Cazador hustling to win it back. Espanyol managed to keep it. Long switch. Can Balde head it away? Balde's going to chase after it. It'll be a throw in to Barça. Ramos. Right, Spencer, you kind of said it. It's Olmo time at Montjuic. What time is it where you are watching? Let us know. Let us know. What time is it where you are watching here in Barcelona? It's Dani Olmo time.
Seemingly always.
Yep.
Almost always.
What's that famous? Is it Jimmy Buffett? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's
Yeah.
Olmo time somewhere.
Yep.
It's Olmo time somewhere.
Globally.
Let's see. Where? Well, let us know. Let us know which country you're watching us from. Like Nathan Heath says, 3:34, which I'm assuming is somewhere in the UK, maybe. 5:34 in the afternoon in South Africa. D1 Shotunde says it's Olmo time in Nigeria.
Yep.
We're on the same time zone, apparently. Where else? Krikandor says 9:18 p.m. Where would that be? Where is that? Who else?
I saw someone just say who scored.
Who scored? Dani Olmo.
Yeah. If that wasn't obvious
Just
yet.
look at your watch and you'll know.
Timothy Sojan says, you know you had a massive fan following in India?
Oh.
Well,
Now we know.
now we know. Now we know. Thanks. Careful there. The chance for Espanyol goes wide. Did Iñaki Peña get his hand to it?
No, it's a goal kick for Barça. Espanyol players saying that there is corner, but the referee saying that nobody touched the ball. Remember the referee today, José Luis Munura Montero. I'm not ironic, I have to say always this. I think that is one of the best referees of the league.
So he's in our good books.
Yeah, I think that Sánchez
No, that
Martínez,
wasn't a bit
Sánchez Martínez and Munura Montero for me are two of the best referees of the league.
Shokan Kazi says it's 9:04 p.m. in India, Chennai.
Okay.
I find it baffling that people all over the world watch us, and I've been doing this for 7 years. People watching us from India.
Shout out India, eh?
Yeah.
Shout out. Yeah.
Always present.
Love it.
Always present.
I'm half Indian.
Are you?
Did you not know that?
No.
Yeah. For real? No, that's not a joke. No, I've been to Delhi.
So no durumpush.
No, but
No,
I'm
didn't
shush. No, but I'm shush.
It's 9:20 p.m. in Nepal. Love that we have viewers in Nepal as well. People supporting Barca from all around the globe. People who right now in the live chat should fill the live chat with some blue and red hearts, because we are up 1-0 in the Catalan derby against Espanyol.
I have to,
with hearts, guys. Come
I
on,
have to make a
some golden
correction.
hearts.
I want to make a little correction on you, Robert. Today, I think that the Catalan derby, it's the second one because we played against Girona in the first Catalan derby. So my question is, it's okay to say local derby or city derby?
Yeah, local derby.
What's the best expression?
Is it?
Well,
Mark, is it even a city derby?
Oh boy.
I-
Oh goodness.
Technicalities.
Wow, fire! Just shots fired.
You cut me, Robert, what the kind of thing I want to say.
Let's not go there.
Hey,
It's a derby.
let's just
Punto
say
final.
I know that Robert, you've grown up. Aren't your entire family Espanyol fans?
No, on my
Exposed.
dad's side of the family, like the older generations were like people who went to watch Espanyol, and they would take my dad, but he didn't like it, so
Oh, your dad changed.
my dad changed.
Okay.
Good
No,
for him.
I grew up a Kool-Aid.
No, I know you
from
did.
the beginning.
I know you did. I had no doubt in that.
Yeah.
But hey, one thing that Espanyol did really well earlier this year that I think we can all agree with is they brought tons of dogs for adoption
Yeah.
out onto the pitch when they. I don't remember which game that was exactly, but that was
You
really
win.
well
You win
done.
people over easily with dogs.
Yeah, you do.
And
It's true.
Always.
It's true.
And was that game a dogfight? Yes! There you go. There you go.
Flower.
Right, the 20th minute. Let's focus a little bit on what is happening here, because as per usual, after the goal, the game has sort of died down a little bit.
Yes.
It's slowed down. Let's see if Barca can speed it up again. Dani Olmo receiving on the turn, finding Cazador through to Lamine Yamal inside the box. Corner kick to Barca, Mark. This is the
Yeah,
first
corner
one.
kick. It's the first one. I think that Barca is playing exactly the plan that it's needed. Playing very quickly with the ball, playing with the wingers. So, okay, it's good to score just in the first 15 minutes, but I think that the game plan for Hansi Flick it's fine. But we have to get more chances because Espanyol is all with long balls. They put us in some difficulties.
Right, Barca take it short. Lamine Yamal inside. Dani
okay.
Olmo. There's an Espanyol player who's gone tumbling down.
Oi.
Dani Olmo
Oh, that's a
looking to give it
problem.
back to
Can't give it away
Raphinha.
there.
No.
And who's going to win it back in defence?
Good recovery.
Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal.
What did he
Lamine
have for
Yamal.
breakfast?
Every day we love you more, says the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Translate it directly.
You should sing it for people.
No, I shouldn't.
Yes,
No?
I think that should become
No,
a thing.
no, I don't.
We're not doing Barca karaoke.
Every time Lamine Yamal touches his hair, Robert has to sing.
And anytime we do anything that involves anytime Lamine Yamal touches his hair, we'd be only doing that thing.
Yes.
Do we have customized braces today? Did we see?
Oh, we didn't.
No,
I'd
I
assume
didn't
he still
see.
has the same ones.
Oh, here's Lewandowski trying to turn and go.
That felt like a classical only kind of thing.
Like the Coldplay jersey.
Ole.
Oh, Lamine breaking free. In we go. Lamine
Go
Yamal.
on,
Lamine
go
Yamal
on.
looking for the edge of the box. Inside, trying to find Raphinha.
Aye.
Raphinha already gone. When he speeds up, when he turns,
There's no
It's the
stopping.
turn, just like it's just he's in a spot where you're like, he's well defended. Nope.
Barca
He
keep the
finds the
ball
breakaway.
inside. Balde trying to get around Espanyol, win it back, and they're looking to go, but Íñigo Martínez, very alert there, wins the ball back for Barca.
Robert, it's
Something
incredible. Sorry, Alex, I want to say how important it is to play with our centre backs with the line very, very high. They're playing like a attacking midfielder's position. It's like, and I think it's one of the secrets of this Barca. Did you see how quickly Barca recovers the ball?
Yeah.
See, you read my mind, Mark. I was about to say the amount of recoveries that we've been able to make from the high line. I don't think Espanyol have gotten more than 3-4 passes together at any point.
Careful here, the combination between Pedri and Lamine Yamal. Barca lose it, but will win it back immediately with Íñigo Martínez. But it's not like a high line. Careful, the pass by Cazador is brilliant! What was that like? I didn't see that one.
What was it? It was
Oh, did he?
yeah, he did. He always does that.
Oh boy.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Raphinha with the goal. But wait a minute. Just what a beauty of a pass by Marc Cazador.
That was
Raphinha is not
literally-
offside. The goal will
No,
count.
absolutely.
Raphinha gets there ahead of Joan Garcia, just chips it over him.
Gets taken out.
They
entirely.
collide, but Raphinha gets up to celebrate. The pass by Marc
Marc
Cazador
Cazador.
is just ridiculous, Marc Brau.
Incredible, and Raphinha is good with the chip kick it.
Literally,
Remember what
like-
happened last game against Real Madrid? It was with the right foot,
Ole.
now it's time with the left foot. It's the chippy way for Raphinha to score a goal, and it's an historic goal for Raphinha. Why? Because for
It
the
is.
first time, Raphinha has scored more than 10 goals in a season with Barca.
Wow.
But last season, he scored 10 goals in the whole season. 2 years ago, he scored 10 goals in the whole season. Now, he has scored 11 goals in 15 games. So it's incredible numbers for Raphinha.
Wow.
Incredible. And for Marc Cazador, I think that we have to take a look on him because they connected against Bayern. Do you remember the third goal? It was a great cross from Cazador for Raphinha, an individual action. But Cazador also assists Pedri against Girona. Fifth assist of Marc Cazador this season. 5
And,
assists.
every single one of his assists, you're just like he steals the show with his assists half the time with the goals that are scored.
I want to hear the fans. I want to hear the fans.
Wow.
Here we go. Balde inside the box, corner kick, Barca. And Barca have upped the tempo again.
Indeed.
By the way, guys, live chat. Samba time at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. So some Brazilian flags maybe in
Do you
the
want
live
to? Can you
chat.
demonstrate what samba means?
No.
In terms of
I think he can. He just doesn't want to.
end of the season party, we need to.
Do you want to
record
demonstrate
that.
it?
I am very bad at samba.
Careful with the
I
corner
definitely
kick. Incoming cross by Raphinha. And Espanyol trying to run out on the counter-attack, and Barca will need to have a good defensive transition here. As Puado tries to get away from Balde. Well guarded, well defended. In comes Raphinha to reject the ball. Right. Brazilian flags on the live chat. Let's see Hansi Flick's reactions to the goal.
Wait, can we just get a quick replay of the little kick?
I need that again.
I just want the kick. Just the
I need that
beginning
again.
part. Just where he wills it into the net.
I need that again.
And that was the
I
reaction
love how he just
of
walks off
Hansi
casually
Flick.
as well.
Replay of the replay. Unreal.
There's an Espanyol player
down, Marc. Why?
Yeah, I think he's complaining about a penalty, but he's recovering. The referee is touching his ear, but I think there's nothing.
It was the flick kick.
No.
It was the Hansi Flick kick. It was the flick.
The flick.
Careful, Espanyol attacking, and they managed to score. To make it
And
2-1.
Joffre is kissing the
Espanyol badge.
Espanyol badge.
No.
Yeah. It's Jofre Carreras. Jofre
Carreras with the goal.
I don't know if it's on offside. Maybe in the beginning of the action. We have to take a look on it.
Let's see. Is there offside at the start of the action? Well, there might be. There might be.
I'm just gonna pull this out
pull
real
it out.
quick.
Pull it out, Spence.
I'm just gonna take this out for a second. I'm gonna keep it rolled up for a moment.
I
I'm gonna
think
keep
it might have been Mark.
In the lead up,
It's rolled up for now. Yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
But
I think it's an offside.
We've all been through this before this year.
Offside,
with this
guys.
team.
Yeah.
Again. And now the people is celebrating this offside the same way as this Barca scores a goal.
Yeah.
Offside, and Manolo Gonzalez going, but I don't know what he's going.
I don't know what they're complaining about, but
The Espanyol players don't understand it, but it's in the build-up.
yes.
It's in the build-up.
It was a player that assisted, so that's a clear offside.
They are just toying with the opponent this year, and everybody's prediction is still valid for now.
I know. I was really upset about that. I was really upset that all of our predictions just weren't bad.
The way it feels like Barca are going to score 5 today, and I walked into the building today saying 5-0 and being told by our producer, Jordi Cochran, that I had to change my answer. If it does end 5-0, I'm going to be angry.
I'm trying to figure
there's
out.
no leaderboard, so nobody would know that you got it wrong.
I'm trying to figure out the best emoji for offside.
It's incredible the way.
Isn't there like a
it's incredible, sorry Alex, the way that people celebrate the offside. And
Yeah.
for the enemy teams, it has to be very frustrating, the bar. Because I think that without the bar, for Barca, it will be impossible to play that way, because it's impossible for the assistant referee to see or to be able to see that kind of offsides. But it has to be very frustrating. It happened to Real Madrid last week, and it happens to Espanyol. My guess now is where is kissing now Jofre Carreras after his. Where is kissing right now?
Hey.
I think the checkered flag, right? Because like when you
Maybe
do like when you do like a
oh,
race.
I like it. Where is it? Is it in the sports bit?
No, it's like in the regular flags.
Oh, is it in the regular flags?
There's,
Like
I
you
see
know,
which
like
ones-
like that one when you go
there's
like
a, there's a
Formula
black
One.
and
Oh,
white
yeah,
checkered
yeah.
flag, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
there's the red
I like-
triangle pennant
Right,
as
so
well.
checkered
Yeah.
flags. I've just put them in the live chat to celebrate that yet another offside call disallowing a goal against Barca. So checkered flag, please, on the live chat.
Oh, Lamine. Oh,
Lamine Yamal,
stop
Dani
it.
Olmo. And Barca trying to run out. Lamine inside to Olmo. Olmo!
This would be a goal of the season.
Oh my
Lewandowski
God!
back.
Please.
This would be goal of the season.
Please.
Just throw it in there. I don't care.
Incoming cross by
Legacy.
Belly. Out comes Juan Garcia to catch it.
Oh my God! Wow! Yes. Wow.
For those of you who are trying to decipher what Alex Ibaceta is saying, it's inject more of that into my veins, please.
Yes.
Right, half an hour played, guys, and this is, well, once again, amazing to watch.
Yes.
And the fans, Mark, seem to be having a good time in Montjuic.
Yeah, it's like everything is fun for us. Scoring 2 goals, goal not conceded for Espanyol. My small advice for the enemy players is don't celebrate the goal until the referee is confirming. Look what happened to Mbappé and look what happened to Jofre.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah, that's
celebrations
good.
do go viral. Here's Balde on the edge of the
Ale,
box.
Dani.
Olmo, shot by Olmo! It's Olmo time again! In Olmo time.
Hat trick.
What time is it, guys? What time is it?
It's Olmo time, Mark.
What time is it? For the
It's
first
Olmo
time,
time, Mark.
he scores a double for the first time with the first team. 5th goal of the season for Dani Olmo. And I don't know if it's the
What a
best
goal.
one, because I like a lot what the goal he scored against Girona and against Rayo Vallecano, but this is a derby, this is different. What a shoot from outside the box.
What a rocket.
Yeah. I do have to mention also, I think Alejandro Valde is having a really good game.
Ooh. Amazing.
Who's not having a really good game today?
Yeah. He, for viewers not watching, he's the one that assisted that Dani Olmo goal right now. Absolutely dominating. Woof. You see that
Right,
effect.
so guys, on the live chat, it's almost time. It's almost time. Let's go with the clocks again. Let's go with the clock emoji. 3-0. So,
What was that you were saying about, well, Barca scored the first goal and now the game's really slowed down?
well, felt like it. Dani Olmo yet again strikes, and that mark is his 5th goal of the season, right?
5th goal of the season, for the first time a double, 5 goals, but 1, 2, 3, in 6 games. 5 goals in 6 games, incredible numbers for Dani Olmo, who has a big friend in the other side. He played with Espanyol captain Javi Puado several years in Barça under teams. But it's incredible, the goal.
Here we go again.
What's the best goal? Oh my God! Let's gonna in the few seconds we're gonna see it.
Lamine.
My question is, what's the best goal of Dani Olmo? The goal he scored against Girona, against Rayo, or today? I think that.
We'll ask the fans.
Yeah,
Hang on to your thoughts, Mark. We'll ask the fans.
Okay, Girona, Rayo, or today? Dani Olmo goal. What's your preferred one?
Let's see.
By the way, I don't know if we're going to do it now or in the second half, but we got a game of keepy uppies to play.
We do.
Save it for the second half?
I think we can save it for the second half because something tells me that we're not going to be sweating the result of this game.
No.
I mean, it would be very unlikely that that's the case. Never say never, but I think it's more likely Barca score 3 more than the other way around.
Yeah.
And let's up the volume of Montjuic. Juan Garcia comes out. Right, frantically typing questions here that our editor Jordi Cochran will put on our screens. If you want to take over for me, Spence, for a minute.
Sure. So, Alex, how are you enjoying the game so far?
So, Spence, probably not as much as Lamine Yamal is at the moment.
Is Lamine Yamal the greatest 17-year-old we've ever seen in our life?
In our life.
Ooh, I made her think.
The thing is that, so Barca women have an equivalent of Lamine Yamal, so that's the first person, like Vicky Lopez.
Has Vicky been that good this year? I haven't had a chance to watch her. I remember when she was 15 and she was...
She had a really good game yesterday.
Did she?
She did.
So we have... A-Rod?
Yeah. So we have 2 prodigy teenagers that are playing football as if
at a very high level,
at
a very young
it's
age.
their just the background.
Which Olmo goal is best? The one that he scored against Rayo, the one that he scored against Girona, or today's second? I like the Girona one.
So do I, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't really remember it because I was on the other side of the pitch when he scored it, so I didn't really see it well.
It's a long ball, he lets it bounce, and then with very little angle, he just smashes it into a corner.
It was second post.
Yeah. Are we talking about timing or what? Because the
beauty of
goal,
beauty of a goal.
Okay, because the Rayo goal for sure is the most important.
Yeah, definitely.
Mark, which is your favorite?
Well, sometimes when you ask this question, you're choosing the last one. I'm just looking for the replay. It's a great shot, but I think that the first one. I think that it has to be the first one. Not only because it was the most important, the way he controlled the ball after the assist of Lamine Yamal, the way he shot crossing the Dani Cardenas goal. I think that the first one. But I think that the second one has to be today. Because the Girona goal you choose, Robert, it was a very difficult one, but I don't remember exactly. But I think that Gazzaniga could do more than what happened at that goal. Because Dani Olmo has not a lot of angle, and I think that the goalkeeper did not cover very well the goal.
Well, I think it was a very good shot.
I do agree.
Right, let us know which Olmo goal do you think was the best one. By the way, 40 goals Barca have scored in this season's league in 12 games so far.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's more than 3 a game.
That's
Now-
really. Oof.
It's more than 3 a game, taking into account that the first 3 games ended 2-1.
Wow.
Oi, oi,
Lamine
oi,
Yamal.
oi.
Oi, oi,
Oh,
Lamine
Lamine.
Yamal. Oh, Lamine.
Please stop.
Lamine Yamal. Trying to squeeze in between 2, and then he was overly ambitious there.
Yes.
I can never blame the kid for being overly ambitious.
No, you really can't, can you?
Please, be as ambitious as you'd like.
Robert, you give a great stat, but I have another one that it's also good.
Go.
It's incredible, 14 goals in 15 official games. But there's a lot of games that we scored more than 2 goals in the first half. But let's go with the Raphinha action and let's go with the
Ooh,
stat.
Raphinha,
Oh,
Barca
go
on
on.
the break. Here we go.
5
Go
on
on,
3.
Raphinha down the middle.
Dani Olmo, Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo, Lewandowski
Boom.
on the left. The shot by Lewandowski!
What a save.
Oh,
Wow, what a save.
That
Good
was
save there by Joan Garcia.
that was meant to be the goal. Wow.
Joanette.
Wow.
And Levy wants to join the party, and there's a Barca
He
player
does.
that's limping. I think it's Marc Casado. Let's wait and see.
No, but now he's fine. He's fine. So be careful with
He's
this
in a
action.
little pain.
Shot blocked precisely
He's
by
trying to walk it off.
Casado. The rebound falls out wide, and it's a corner kick to Espanyol.
Wow, what a save that was.
Yeah,
And
that-
now Casado's gone down.
Yeah, now he's down, Casado, until
I know,
while Marc
we know what
Casado is
I think so, yeah.
while Marc Casado is down. I'm just gonna say that it's incredible that in the last 5 games, Barca has scored
that
3 goals in the first half against Oak Boys, against Sevilla. Oh, I think that Casado is injured. No, the substitution is for Espanyol player. Sorry, I saw the referee doing the gesture of the substitution, but it's for Espanyol player, not for Casado.
Yeah.
So
Oh, what a
alarms.
save.
Casado is fine.
Yeah,
So- Yeah.
yeah.
The shot by Lewandowski. Right, we've got a question on our screen. Will Dani Olmo score a hat-trick today? Option 1, yes. Option 2, no. Option 3, 2 goals plus 1 assist.
I'm going 3.
I think he does score a hat trick today.
I'm going a confident 1.
I'm going
Yeah.
3. I'm going 3. I'm going all in.
Mark?
I go with the last one. I think he will assist Lewandowski.
Yeah.
2 goals and
Okay.
1 assist. Substitution on Espanyol. Sorry, very quickly. Kumbula is out, and Sergio Gomez, a former Barca player, is in.
Corner for Espanyol too.
Corner for Espanyol, the set piece, the header wide, and it's another corner kick. With just over 5 minutes remaining in the first half. 3-0 again. Mark, I would like the stat of how many times Barca have gone. You might have said it, but I didn't get it. How many times have Barca have gone into half-time 3-0 up or more this season?
But more than 3-0 up, 3 goals in the first half.
Yeah.
4 times in the last 5 games. Oh, what an action!
Oh,
The ball.
Casado again!
Yeah, but it's the ball. It's the ball.
No,
The
I know,
ball-
I know,
No, I know, but that's
but it's
the
the second
second
time.
time.
Yeah,
It's the second time.
direct to
hit
the stomach.
In the
Direct-
no, not in the stomach, just underneath the stomach.
in other
I
place
think
that
I just heard him mouth the word eggs.
Yes.
in a place that is very it's very painful if you
I
receive a ball.
can't. I think that
Okay.
might.
In the
I
nether
can't
regions.
tell if it's the same injury as before, if it's his wrist. Oh, that's.
what is
It got him everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was.
It might not be.
that was
Might have
abdomen.
taken the wind out of him.
I didn't
that
exactly
was-
see what it was.
It hit his leg and then
Yeah,
it
it
hit
was
his
the
leg.
wrist. I think you're right.
Yeah, his
I think
wrist,
so.
Let's see.
his hand, his finger.
Casado's down.
I mean,
might not have
Really,
recovered.
I'm so confused.
he's gonna be fine, but he just needs a couple of minutes. He might
He
need
might not have
halftime.
recovered fully from the previous hit.
Or is that his sides, like his?
I think
right
he went
under
in
the
so
ribs?
hard that he jiggled something there.
Oh yeah,
that,
I think it was like right under his ribs here where
Yeah.
he got the impact.
He jiggled.
He jiggled.
I like the way
Jiggle,
you wiggle,
jiggle.
wiggle. Faux
Jiggle,
show.
jiggle.
Right, careful here because Espanyol have a chance inside the box. And the shot goes over the crossbar, and it'll be a goal kick for a fairly unbusy Iñaki Peña today.
Yeah.
That's
Right from the
fine.
side. Yeah.
Fine for us.
Oi.
Cuarzi defending that action with Puado. Here is Íñigo Martínez trying to feed it out to Balde. The pass was intercepted. Now Espanyol trying to hit Barca there with the counter-attack, but Barca recover quickly through Héctor Fort.
Our
Who's
ball
having a nice
recovery.
game, Marc.
Yeah.
We
Sorry,
all
sorry, Robert. Did you say
No,
something?
I was saying that Hector Fort is having a nice game.
Yeah. yeah. It was a great game, but it's a great attempt for Barca. Sorry, Robert.
Careful, the
Ole.
cross for Lamine Yamal. Benny almost got there.
I have to confess that I was just talking with Uri, who is just following Hansi Flick reaction, and he said that the reactions of Hansi Flick were increasing in every goal. The first goal, he was a little bit calm.
Quiet.
The second one, he celebrated very well, and the third one is the biggest celebration.
Will Barca score before half-time? Yet again. Yes, no, 2 goals. 2 goals may be overly ambitious. I'm going to go yes. Yeah, yes, I'm feeling it.
I'm going to say no on this one. I don't think so. And that's okay, because I've already got 3, so...
And with the Spence, I think that we won't score.
All right, I'm going to balance it out and go with Robert and say yes.
2 1s and 2 2s.
The trick question is, will Dani Olmo get a hat-trick in the first half?
Oh.
Well now.
Will that... So if it's a yes, is it yes plus Olmo?
No. No.
I'd say Lewandowski. If it's someone, it's Lewandowski.
Where's our boxing glove? Because Barca have delivered pretty much the knockout punch of the day so far.
Indeed.
We could just go home at half-time today.
Do you want to? I got a game to do later.
I mean, got nothing else to do.
You have
but,
nothing. You have nothing better to do.
I feel very comfortable at my
You're
home.
here. Yeah.
Gonna have a busy week, so an early
night.
An early night would suit me. Right, let's see here. Barca attacking. Raphinha, quick touch to Casado, who seems to have recovered. Balde through to Casado. Raphinha. Barca in possession.
Keep it moving. There it is. Let's see what Hector Fort's got. Give it something. Lepa. Lamine passes to himself.
Lamine with a pass to himself. Something that a basketball player would not
No
be able to
space.
do there. Pass.
True.
And Robert,
missed the pass and picked the ball up himself. Yeah.
I discovered an extra stat. You said that Barca has scored 40 goals in the league.
Yeah.
But Dani Olmo goal, it was also the goal number 50 this season in whole competitions.
Wow.
So 50
So we have
goals.
10 in the Champions League, basically.
50 goals in 15 games played. 50 goals in 15 games played.
That's ridiculous.
That's more than 3 a game, yeah. Incoming cross by Raphinha. Olmo was going up for the header. Olmo had that header and he had a shot saved, so he's had 4 chances, 2 goals.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. In a quiet day for Lewandowski, for example. I'm trying to trigger something here by saying quiet game for Lewandowski. How much at a time, Mark? 1 minute?
No, 6.
What? 6? How?
6. Yeah, it's the 3 goals, the goal reviewed by the VAR, Casado, and Kumbula injury.
6.
2 the other day at the Bernabeu and 6 now feels, well, like different criteria at least.
Yes.
Yeah, can't disagree with that. But, you know, I did a game, when was it? On Thursday, I was doing a game in hold on, let's wait for this attack.
Let's wait for this because Espanyol are attacking. Hector Fort with a good initial clearance, but Espanyol pick it up close to Barca's box again. Incoming cross blocked by Pedri. And Barca get it out of here. Hector Fort will let it bounce out, and it's a goal kick Barca. Right, Spence.
Portuguese League Cup I was doing on Thursday between Porto and Moreirense.
Yeah.
Sounds thrilling.
It was. Porto have been excellent defensively all season. They get their couple of goals early. Second half, they're up 2-0. No dark arts. No.
Was that the late penalty when the keeper was off the line? No, that was.
No, it was a different game. Just no tactical wasting time. None of that. End of the 90. Referee gives 3 added minutes in the second half, which you never see. They don't draw it out. We hit 93. Beep beep beep. That was it. Pure football.
Oh, I was expecting like.
I know. I was expecting something
twist
like
in the
a
game,
little.
No, my point is that six added minutes is unnecessary.
For this first half, I would say it's very unnecessary. Yes.
Yeah, because there's literally not much that's happened, other than us being really good.
offside.
It's
Should be
offside.
offside.
It's offside.
Really?
Offside. Yeah,
Offside.
yeah. Offside.
Hey!
Hey!
We're just getting tired of it now.
They finally whistled.
We're just getting spoiled.
Right, 47th minute, we're going to go through to the 51st, which increases the odds of Barca scoring another goal in the first half.
We
No.
didn't see if there was an Espanyol foul in the 26th minute. Was
Oh, we forgot.
it? We did.
Sorry, it was offside, but first it was a fall on an Espanyol player.
Okay. Careful here, a chance for Espanyol, the shot!
Oh, sorry, the ball came to me directly. I have to put my head behind the
I hear replay.
Yeah, I don't know, I will be on the replay, but the ball passed only a few meters on me.
Let's see if we get like a behind
That was
the
offside, yeah.
player view of the shot. If we see the ball
Look
almost
out,
hit
Mark!
Ooh, very close.
Yeah, I swear, it was very close.
Right, Barca in possession here and looking to close out this first half, which is going extra long today.
Yeah.
Mark, I think you are, since you're going to be at the Barca attacking half in the second half of the pitch, we need, when Barca score their 5th or 6th goal, to actually just say something into our microphones.
I would try. I have to say that sometimes when Barca score a goal, just at the place that I am, a lot of people said that I am very serious, but I have to control myself. If any camera is filming me, I have to go in a respectful way, and I'm talking seriously. I'm not in Barca studios as you. I have to be in the respect.
Can you imagine if we had to do the same
Yeah, but
thing?
I have to
Yeah,
say,
just sit here and go.
I have to say that the goals in Bernabeu last week, I put it behind the publicitary lights, but I celebrated a lot the goals.
Right, a corner kick for Barca. Set piece opportunity. Raphinha could swing it in directly. No, he's going to pass it to the edge of the box to Pedri. Incoming cross by Pedri. Inigo tries to keep it alive. It's going to fall to Dani Olmo. Lewandowski. The ball fell to Lewandowski and he couldn't get away with it. Now, Espanyol trying to break here. Offside.
But it's another offside. Maybe it's offside, one of the players of the season.
Yes.
So it has to be the option. Lewandowski, Olmo, Raphinha, or offside. Who's the best of the season so far?
So offside.
You could still go for another minute and a half. This first half seems to be never ending.
No.
We have a Jedi in our plateau.
Yeah. Oh, careful. Pass. Kubarsi keeps the possession alive for Barca.
we're
We
getting
just seem to be waiting right now for this first half to end.
We're
Yeah.
getting spoiled by all the offsides. I've never seen it like this before. It's
We're
crazy.
getting spoiled by being 3-0 up constantly at half-time. Here's Lamine Yamal trying to drive the ball away. And he's fouled from behind. 1 minute left still in this first half. And
Dani
I'm
Olmo
assuming with
hat-trick?
this sort of result, early substitutions as well in the second half. Minutes for the likes of Gavi, Frankie de Jong, who else? Fermin. You've got Paul Victor, you've got Ansu, you've got...
Well, just rotation so
Yeah.
that you're ready on Wednesday for what's next.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cazador to Hector Fort. Here's Inigo.
We're keeping possession, but it is a high-intensity game, with Espanyol being...
Barca are going to look for one final
Ole,
chance here.
what a-
Lewandowski pass to Balde trying to go deep.
Last corner
let
kick.
It roll out, and it's a corner kick.
Yeah, it's the last one. Last atom, the first half. I think that the referee only will say Barca players that they only have one action.
Will this end in goal?
No, I stand by my no goal.
Yes, I stand by my yes.
I'll stand by my yes as well.
I stand by no.
Let's
But it
see.
would be all right.
Incoming cross by Raphinha, who gets to the header. The ball's going to fall
Okay,
to Lamine
okay.
Yamal on the edge. Lamine fouled. And
Half time.
And the
Beep, beep,
Ah.
beep.
half-time at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. Barca 3, Espanyol 0 in the City derby. 2 goals scored by Dani Olmo, 1 goal scored by Raphinha. And as always, we ask you on the live chat, if you enjoyed the first half, thumbs up if you did, thumbs down if you didn't. For me, it's a double thumbs up. Again, in a game which can always be complicated, the Catalan derby. Barca
Yep.
came out strong, created early chances and got it done. very early.
Definitely, I think, you know, it's a game that's mentally tough when, you know, if you don't break through early, it can get to you mentally, and luckily we did. And honestly, I think we've just been enjoying that game, us as much as the players.
Yeah, this, you know, rivalries tend to have a lot of back and forth, but at least lately it's been all Barça in this Derby de Barcelona. And here we are, 3-0 with a pretty routine first half that'll take us into a second half that'll hopefully be very low stress.
Hopefully, Espanyol did have a goal disallowed. Barca's high line again, working to perfection, and the finishing has been crisp up front with those 2 goals scored by Dani Olmo and 1 scored by Raphinha. What I do hope, Spencer, is that our Barca official intelligence does not get its prediction right, because it means that we're in for a bore of a second half.
That would include an Espanyol goal, and that would be it.
No goals for Barca, 1 goal for Espanyol in the second half. That is
Ideally
not what we want, because our Barca official intelligence, our artificial intelligence here in the studio predicted a 3-1 result. We don't want that.
We don't.
Right, we're going to take a quick break, but Pablo Walls is going to be joining the show now with your halftime entertainment. So, a word from our sponsors. Yes, there we go. Sponsors and Pablo Walls.
Hello, Gaules. Hello, everyone on the Barca Live sofa, and welcome back to another Barca Live halftime quiz here. And of course, showing you some content available on Barca 1. Here we are again. I hope you've all done your homework and you're ready for what the quiz will be on this week. We don't give away any spoilers, so we'll be keeping you on your toes. Hope you're, of course, enjoying the Catalan derby between Barca and Espanyol. Another huge game in the season. It feels like they just keep coming right now, doesn't it? But of course, I hope you're all enjoying it on the couch. Let's get into it today then, because of course, not long ago now, of course, looking back a few weeks, nearly a month, we saw this man, Don Andrés Iniesta, retired from football, one of the legends of Football Club Barcelona. And of course, we do indeed pay tribute to him today with this quiz by showing you some of the content available surrounding Iniesta on Barca 1. I always like to dig in a little bit on Barca 1 because, of course, as well as, you know, the Next Generation, the Gavi Return documentary series, you know, everything that comes out new, the podcast, the Barca news, the games, you know, that come out after the game. I do also love a bit of the history on here and some of the things you can watch back from some of our Barca legends, and Iniesta is, of course, one of them. Easy way to access it. You can either access all the Iniesta content simply by clicking on this, Infinite Iniesta. If you can't get it through that, though, come over to the side here. This is a really good way to find content around some of our players who are no longer playing with Barca. Come down here to Originals. If you click on Originals, you can see an awful lot here. You've got series, documentaries, more Barca. If you come down here, there is the Next Generations. You've got the Origins too. Dare to Play, of course, the Barca women's team. The album is the content on Andrés Iniesta that I'm going to be quizzing on today, because whilst there is a good amount of Iniesta content on Barca 1, the album, I think, is my favourite. You come down here and there's the album about all sorts of players. It's a really, really nice piece of content. It sort of walks you through, you know, the history, the career of some of these greats. Andrés Iniesta has his own, the album of Andrés Iniesta. I just have to have a little bit of a check that there's no spoilers on there for you. Let's get into it then. In this content of Andrés Iniesta, you will either have to have watched this one or know a little bit about the history of Andrés Iniesta at Barca. We've got some questions surrounding him. Question number 1. Against which team did Andrés Iniesta debut for Football Club Barcelona? Was it against Mallorca? Was it against Club Brugge? Or was it against Real Betis? 3 options there. Who did Iniesta make his debut for Barcelona against? That's the question that you all need to get your answers in the chat right now. It is, of course, one of the first things spoken about in this 41-minute piece of documentary series on Andrés Iniesta. The album available on Barca 1 now came out plenty of time ago now, you know, after he moved on, of course, from Barca. He's been playing in Japan for an awful amount of years now, but of course, since announcing his retirement from football, we can take a look back at his wonderful career at Barca. Which one of these clubs was it then? I can tell you it was. Final answers. How many of you are getting this one right? It's number 2. It's Club Brugge. Iniesta made his debut in the Champions League for Barca against Club Brugge. Question number 2. This one, I think not many of you might get. This is going to be an interesting one. Let's see if you do. Who was Iniesta's roommate and best friend at La Masia? This is someone who Iniesta and the person in question here have spoken about quite a few times. who did Iniesta go very close to and build a really fond and strong bond with whilst he was at La Masia? Was it Xavi Hernandez, a partner in crime in midfield? Was it Carles Puyol? Or was it Victor Valdés? You've got 3 options there as to who you think Andres Iniesta grew closest to at La Masia, who he built a really good bond and friendship with. I'm intrigued to see how many of you get this. Andres Iniesta, we've got almost like a best friend segment here. Who was it for Iniesta, someone who he has spoken about in the past was really important to him? Final answers, get them in the chat, because I can tell you it was number 3, Victor Valdés. I'm not sure you guys would have got that. I think I would have caught you out by putting Xavi Hernandez in there. Of course, those two got along so well on the pitch, and of course off it too, partners in crime in midfield for Barça. But it was number 3, Victor Valdés, who Iniesta grows very close to. Final question then for you. If you've watched the album of Iniesta, you'll know it takes you through all the titles that he's won in his career with Barça. But how many did he win in total playing for the Blaugrana? Is it number 1, 29? Is it number 2, 30? Or is it number 3, 32? How many titles did Iniesta win whilst he was at Barça? Of course, we've got Club World Cups, we've got Spanish Super Cups, UEFA Super Cups, La Liga, Champions League, Copa del Rey. The list is practically endless. It really is. So UEFA Super Cup, I'm not sure if I mentioned that one. So you've got loads and loads of titles to get over for Iniesta. How many did he win during his time at FC Barcelona? Final answers in the chat, because I can tell you the answer is number 3. It's 32 titles. Of course, it is the biggest of the options on there. I wonder how many of you guys did indeed get that one. 32 titles for Andres Iniesta whilst he was at Football Club Barcelona. Of course, his retirement not long ago now, just a few weeks back, nearly a month back now. What a legend of the sport Iniesta was. And of course, if you want to reminisce on a bit of his time, as I've done here watching the album, then get back in, tune into it, because it is a really good way to spend some of your time. Tune into Barça content, not just Iniesta. There's loads of players we've got this sort of content on, so make sure you are coming around the series, having a little bit of a look of what Barça 1 have got available for you, because there is plenty. That's where we're going to leave it today, though. Thank you all, of course, for tuning in. We'll show you a little snippet of the Iniesta album in just a moment to get you in the mood. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. Back to you guys.
Bueno, este es, como todos recordamos, pues, como he dicho, el momento personal más increíble que he vivido por todo, por el momento, por lo que significó y por todo lo que vino después. Un placer haber vivido ese momento en mi persona.
Right, guys, content that you can find on Barça 1. You've also got the Gavi documentary. You've also got the Patrick Guijarro documentary, who's just come out this week, Dare to Play. Lots of stuff that you can find on Barça 1, as well as that Andres Iniesta album that Pablo Walls mentioned. Right, guys, thoughts on this first half? Barça got it done early.
Yeah, I think there's only positive notes on that. I think the worst bit was probably Casado being knocked by the ball so many times. But I mean, yeah, there's only positives to this game. The high line, the recoveries. I think we've controlled the counter-attacks really well. Obviously, probably not as many offsides as Mbappe, but it's getting there so far. And the way, Lamine Yamal is having fun, Dani Olmo is having fun, the players are having fun, and that's what you want to see. I think that's when we play our best football, and we're seeing that for the most part today.
It's easy to forget for a second that Barça have had the entire week off, and they look fresh because everybody's moving well. Nobody looks tired. They're playing much faster than Espanyol. And the second half, I think Hansi Flick will want to see a lot of the same, especially with some of the new players of the 5 that he's allowed to bring in. He'll probably bring in all 5 and take a couple off to make sure that they're fresh as daisies for Wednesday, and we go from there.
Well, yeah, because it is going to be a busy week against Red Star Belgrade next Sunday, Real Sociedad at the Real Arena, which is always complicated. The thing that jumps out to me as well in this game, apart from the way that Barca are playing, how they're defending, the clinical finishing, well, it ties in with the clinical finishing, is 7 shots, 6 on target, 3 goals. Good stats, right?
Not
getting
bad.
spoiled by that.
Yeah, no.
And it's game after game after game after game.
I think that's the thing, is that we're getting spoiled every single game. I mean, for one, we're not used to this. Like, we're not used to having this much happiness so consecutively.
Yeah.
Usually we have a dip in form, maybe after the international break, during Champions League week, when we have that build up in the calendar. But it's been consistent. And again, like we mentioned at the beginning of the program, no matter who comes in, that intensity in that style of play and what we love about the team is matched, no matter who's on the pitch. So I think that's kind of the biggest kudos to, I think, Hansi Flick, is creating that consistency that we've been lacking for quite a while now.
And Olmo back in the lineup, making an impact.
One of a number of midfielders that I'm expecting to see more in the second half. We have Gavi, we have Fermin, we have Frankie, there's Ansu up front.
That's what makes it exciting for me, though, because you bring on all of these players who are potential starters, and the level's not going to go down.
No.
And they're going to want to prove that they want to start. So they're just going to keep going and going and going. And I think the second half will not be a bore because of that.
I don't know if there's a single team in La Liga where we'll call it, just for argument's sake for now, the 6 midfielders that we see constantly. The 3 who are starting today, Olmo, Pedri, Casado, and then the 3 on the bench, Gavi, Frankie, Fermin. I don't know if any of those 6 players get relegated to the bench on any other team in La Liga.
May I add Pablo Torre, who scored 2 against Sevilla when he came on.
True.
That is also true.
Best player in the first half. It's difficult today, but I brought it, reduced it to these 3 options. Dani Olmo, Balde, who you liked, Alex.
Yeah, I did.
And Lamine Yamal, who, I mean, that pass to Olmo was just ridiculous.
Not okay. I want to see Spence do that in the game.
In our keepy uppy?
Yeah, outside of the foot.
I could do a little outside of the foot assist.
All
Not
right.
in this confine, but
No, maybe not with the
maybe in my
Ambilight
dreams.
TVs.
So, best player?
Okay.
I assume you're gonna go Balde.
I'll stick by Balde. I think it is a hard one because I think everyone's been at a level that you can probably say everyone, and there's no one kind of standing out because everyone's been that good. Dani Olmo has scored twice, but even at that, like, Raphinha has been good, Balde has been good. But I think what I like about Balde is he's playing offensively quite a lot. And he's he's having that aggressiveness to win those 1v1 battles. So he created that Dani Olmo assist by outrunning.
Yeah.
I mean, not really outrunning, but outbodying the Espanyol defender, cutting inside and making that assist. And I think he's just absolutely been dominating.
Yes, but
Yes, but.
you remember the famous Houston Rockets center Hakeem Olajuwon?
Yes, I do.
I think Lamine the Dream is here, man. Like, he's un sueño. Like, it's just unbelievable what he does. So I'm fully Lamine pretty much all the time. When he does this every day consistently, there's no contest, there's no debate.
Yes, but
Dani Olmo.
Yeah, he scored twice.
he scored twice.
He did.
Plus, everything that he opens up, every time that Dani Olmo picks up the ball, there's clarity, and I enjoy that a lot. And there's chance creation, and I celebrate that Dani Olmo is back in the starting lineup. Right, let's go to Montjuic. Mark Brau, give us your thoughts on the first half, and who did you think was the best player in that first half?
It's Olmo time. It has to be Olmo. It has to be Olmo. It's impressive the way that he shows the way he's playing just from the beginning. Last day against Real Madrid at Bernabeu, he played incredible 20-25 minutes, not scoring, but for the 3rd time he's starting in the lineup and he scores the first double, 5 goals this season. I think it's incredible performance by Dani Olmo. But I think that there are other players that you don't put in your question, but I think that we have to talk on Marc Casado. Incredible assist to the second goal for Raphinha, the way that he's fighting, and another masterclass of Íñigo Martínez and Pau Cubarsí for the goal not conceded for Espanyol. That could be the key of the game from 2-1 for the 3-0. I have to say that Barca players are right now on the pitch, so he did not finish all the half time inside the locker rooms. I don't see Espanyol players for the moment in the pitch. They are just at the beginning of the tunnel. But I have to say that it's incredible the numbers that Barca achieved in the first half. 50 goals this season in 15 games played. 40 goals in 12 La Liga games. It's incredible the way that Barca is playing. And for this, I have an extra stat for you because I have the number of people here in the stadium. And it's the biggest attendance this season in La Liga. Whistles because the Espanyol players are in. 48,443. Sorry, I have to say again. 48,843 people today here in a rainy day in Barcelona, but people is really next to the team. The biggest attendance of the league this afternoon here in Montjuic.
Right, thank you very much, Marc, and we're pretty much ready for this second half to start. I like what Marc said, that, well, that half-time talk can't have been very long because the players are already out. It's probably like, come into the dressing room, hey.
Good job, guys.
That was good.
Yeah. He's like,
Keep
keep
going.
it up.
Thumbs up.
Good job.
Maybe they went thumbs up or thumbs down. And everyone's
How do
like,
you
thumbs
feel?
up. Good. We're ready to go. The
Keep
second
going.
half is underway, and there are no changes in the Barca lineup, right, Marc?
Sorry, Robert, no changes. I was just putting on me a jacket because it's colder now than in the first half.
There is a
And
change in temperature, but no changes in the lineup.
No, okay, yeah, but I think that it's good for me just to listen to you. I listen to you always, Robert, but if I don't answer, it's because of something.
Thank you, Marc. Right.
You're welcome,
we'll
Robert.
We'll see. No.
That was.
Are we done?
Are we done?
Right, now let's see who comes on in the second half. Barca playing with Iñaki Peña in goal, with Héctor Fort, Cubarsí, Íñigo and Balde at the back, with Casado and Pedri in midfield. Dani Olmo was the attacking midfielder down the middle. Lamine Yamal on the right, Raphinha on the left, and up front Robert Lewandowski, the Pichichi, who has not yet scored today.
Whoa.
It's crazy. It's one of the things. It's crazy when you think about that. Lewandowski, I think it's 14 goals in La Liga, and you have a game like today, and he hasn't even scored at all. It's because Spence and I are on the show together.
Yeah,
It might end up being, but I don't know that I believe that yet.
If he doesn't score today, I'm going to have to start assessing whether whether we bring you back on together again.
If Spence and I are together, then Dani Olmo has a start, because then we get a goal guaranteed.
Yeah, like, okay, assessing whether or not we come back together because Lewandowski scores is one thing, but if Barca were to lose those games, I'd say, all right, you have a point, but come on.
Who was on for the Osasuna game?
I was here.
I was not. The only day I was not. Barca.
No, that was the
again.
day that you weren't, Marc. It's true.
I was not.
Now you want to get superstitious.
Now.
You were never superstitious
No.
before.
Who will be the first player to come on? Will it be Gavi? Will it be Ansu Fati? Will it be De Jong? I think it'll be De Jong or Fermin.
Yeah, Fermin's a good option. Between those three, I'll take
Players are warming up.
I'll take Frankie.
Players are warming up, and I see all those players you're saying.
I think Frankie
see
for Pedri.
Frankie, I see Gavi, I see Fermin. Well, all the players on the bench, from not the goalkeepers, but the other players are in, just to warming up. So I think it will be maybe De Jong.
Okay. Here is Barca attacking Dani Olmo on the edge of the box. Dani!
Dani!
He wants the hat trick.
He wanted the hat trick. He wanted the hat trick.
That was a good
So
play.
do we.
Lamine Yamal was alone, only a few meters next to him.
Iñaki Peña with the long clearance now.
He
This is
wanted
good
to have
practice
some
for
fun as well.
Iñaki
I was going
Peña.
to say he wanted to have some fun as well.
I like that he's way out of his area for some of these, at least in this juncture of the game, if it's 3-0.
When the opposition isn't creating pressure for you, you have to create it yourself.
Yeah.
Instead, Lamine Yamal is sad. I think that maybe Dani Olmo is able to do the thing he did after the performance you had. It's normal. It's normal that you won the hat trick, but it was very clear the pass to Lamine Yamal, who was only just a few meters in front of the goalkeeper.
Marc, if Dani Olmo did score a hat trick today, he would be the third player. Oh, careful here. Lamine Yamal through to Raphinha. Raphinha with a cross. Looking for the far post. Lewandowski. It is a corner kick as the ball was headed out. Marc, I was asking you, if Olmo does score a hat trick today, he would be the third player this season? to score a hat-trick for Barca? Lewandowski and Raphinha have done it already?
Yeah.
Lamine hasn't.
Lamine hasn't. No, Lamine scored twice against Girona, but Lewandowski hat-trick against Alaves and Raphinha against Bayern.
Right, a corner kick for Barca, incoming cross, the ball bouncing around inside the box. It goes to Olmo. Olmo looking to connect there with the far post. Lamine Yamal with the shot. Wide.
I have to correct myself, Robert. Raphinha scored 2 hat-tricks this season. One against Valladolid, one against Bayern, and Lewandowski against Alaves. So, but you can see that Barca is hungry to score more goals. I think it's the most important today.
The message is keep going. Right, I wanted to ask the question that we had prepared of what are you liking most about this game? If we can get that one on our screens right now. We had 3 options. The Olmo goals, the Lamine Yamal quality, or the offside trap, which has been on display today. I want to know, fans, what is your favourite thing about today's game? To me, it's the Olmo goals.
I think
because
I have to go
it means that he's
Lamine
back.
Yeah, that's true. I think I have to go with Lamine.
You already mentioned Lamine.
I've already said Lamine the dream. And the thing with the offside trap, which is great, is that we're now becoming numb to it.
Yeah.
It's almost not even
It
fun
was funny last week.
It was very funny.
It was
last weekend.
hilarious last week.
That was great.
That's what happens when you don't show up to the game.
Anika says the Lamine Yamal quality. Emil GG03 goes with the checkered flag. Redzo PX going option 3. Ayan going option 1. Nathan Heath going option 1. Ron going, where can I watch? Well, I mean,
you can watch us instead.
You can watch us. We'll take you through the game, tell you what's happening.
Just wait till Spence does keepy uppies and you'll be watching Lamine Yamal basically.
Yep.
Danny Kuba going Lamine Yamal and Olmo. Gerson Acosta going Olmo goals. And Agun going offsides. Oh, and there's... I am from South Africa and FC Barcelona is my favourite team. Wow.
There you go.
We just love it.
It's Olmo time in South Africa.
Right, Espanyol in possession here. Oh, by the way, Mark, I didn't ask you, what is your favourite thing about the game so far?
Now Cubarsí, after the incredible tackle he did.
Cubarsí. Oh.
No, he's laying down, but I think he's fine. He's complaining a little bit. It was quite similar to action, like the action he did against Vinicius last Clásico. Do you remember that in the second half?
Yep.
It was quite similar. I think that for today, I will keep with Olmo. I will keep with Olmo.
I think he got cleated.
Yeah, little kick on your Achilles.
Incoming cross headed away by Robert Lewandowski. He did a fair amount of defending the other day against Real Madrid as well. Now, handball by Alejandro Balde, and that will be a free kick opportunity for Espanyol.
Alejandro Balde just ran away from the ref, like I run away from my problems.
Will be.
Was
that? I don't think that was actually.
Well, there's a free kick opportunity anyway for Espanyol. The rare free kick chance. We never see free kicks from the edge of the box.
Well, we're going to have to be careful here just because, I know it's a 3-goal lead at this point, but one thing that Espanyol actually have been pretty good at this year is generating from these sorts of set pieces. It's usually been Joffre that ends up getting the chance, but there are others who can hit it too.
Shot!
It's Tejero, isn't it?
Well, it was Tejero. And
Tejero scored a great free kick goal in Bilbao. It was the last one.
And it was very close.
Yeah, Espanyol lost that game 4-1. But the last goal was the last attempt of the game. It was a great free kick goal by Tejero, so we have to be careful with this.
I've just seen Frankie de Jong heading towards the benchmark.
Yeah, he will be the first substitution. I don't want to say anything, but I said that Frankie de Jong will be for sure the first substitution. So please clap the hands for me. Thank you.
So did we, Mark? You're not special.
He doesn't want to say anything,
Robert.
but
Thank
then
you.
He goes ahead and says it.
It's fine. So Frankie de Jong, great game played by Frankie de Jong in Bernabeu, and I think it's good for us to see him playing more minutes and to keep it in the good shape.
Oh, and there's going to be a double sub.
But you have to help me.
I can see someone taking off their jersey.
Fermin.
Fermin.
Well,
Well,
It's Ferminator time. In a great week for him.
So we all got it right.
He has a new contract. Fermin will be a Barca player until 2029. So we
Okay,
will have
so-
Ferminator for more years.
Who gets on the pitch first?
I think
That's
Frankie.
the tiebreak.
I think Frankie, but yeah. I think just for the sake
Oi.
of body rest and giving his body a break, take Cazador off.
Yeah,
That would be fine.
the kid's gone through enough today.
Frankie de Jong and Fermin are going to come on, guys.
And you know what's coming on? The rain. The rain is coming on to Montjuic right now.
Nice.
No, not nice.
I do like a little bit of aesthetic football at times.
Right. I mean, Mark, one of our favorite games all time has to be that Barça 4, Athletic Club 2.
In 1998, 1999
season.
Yeah. With incredible goals. The goal from Rivaldo in the second half, Cocu goal, with a great volley. Yeah, I wasn't at that stadium at that day. I
Well,
remember.
no, I mean, it would have been nuts to go to that game because it was just tipping it down with rain. I mean,
Okay, we'll continue talking about this, but let's go with the substitutions. Marc Cazador will be the first player to go out, and Dani Olmo out. I think it's normal. Remember that Dani Olmo was out of the games for a month. He deserves maybe one of the players of the game. With 2 goals scored, Dani Olmo is out, Cazador 1 assist. And I think it's position by position. Frankie de Jong will play as a holding midfielder in the same position as Cazador, and Fermin will play in the middle of the attacking midfielder position.
well, it was time. It was almost time to almost take
Can I
him
just
off.
say, I think you're the only person that's going to get this. Remember Danny Phantom?
Yeah,
That's what Dani Olmo looks like.
He kind of does.
It was time to take Dani Olmo
And you're
off,
also
guys.
right,
Round of
yeah.
applause
Yeah.
for Olmo and for Marc Cazador, and round of applause for the players who have come on, Frankie de Jong and Fermin. My question to you, people watching at home, is will either Frankie or Fermin score in this game?
Ferminator has not scored any goal this season, so maybe today it's the time.
Let's see. We'll put it. Let's get it on the graphic. Let's see.
I would lean more towards
Be
a Frankie
careful.
assist.
Let's see. There's a free kick in favor of Espanyol.
Yeah. Lewandowski fault an Espanyol player, fault Jofre Carreras, who is in all the actions for Espanyol in this game.
Guys, when I'm typing a question, you fill in.
Oh, sorry, I was watching.
I think we're so
We were sort of
intensely-
entranced by Lewandowski's foul.
Yes, that wasn't really a foul, but we'll move on.
Right. Let's see.
I think
3-0.
I think what we need is a little keepy uppy wake up.
Oh, do we?
Oh, who's going first?
Careful, because
Not this
Espanyol
guy.
are on the attack. Jofre Carreras inside the box.
Oi.
The back pass, and Espanyol score.
Yeah.
Tejero.
This time it seems like it may count.
Yeah,
3-1.
I think that there's no offside. We have to take care with these actions because Espanyol is playing so quickly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they made us more attempts than other teams.
Yeah, they have.
But I think that there's no option for not considering the goal. No, yeah, it's VAR. It's VAR. It's
No,
another
but I think-
offside, guys. It's another offside. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's another offside. So Spence, please play with your flag again.
Whip it out,
Move the
Spence.
You know
flag,
what? That
Spence.
was really
Move the
close.
flag.
I'm
Move the
shocked.
flag. Or wave the flag like the World Cup
my
anthem in
wrist is getting
2010.
tired, guys.
Wave your flag. Do you remember that anthem? World Cup 2010.
Raise the flag high.
Yeah, wave the flag. Wave the flag.
I am proud.
Checkered flags. Checkered flags on the live chat, please, guys.
Unbelievable.
Vroom, vroom.
And everybody's prediction lives to see another day.
Yes.
Well,
Except for mine.
I was thinking the Barca official intelligence was getting close. Right, the question is there for you guys. Will De Jong or Fermin score today? Just De Jong? Just Fermin? Or both?
I've heard rumors though that
That De Jong is going to score?
The Barca official intelligence has a long-standing rivalry with the semi-automatic VAR system. So those two are sort of...
They're in collision right now.
Yeah, they play against one another. They don't like... They're two different mechanical elements that don't like each other very much.
But if that were true, maybe the semi-automatic offside would have allowed one of the Mbappe goals.
Well, no, but it has nothing to do with the actual result for Barca. It just has to do with artificial intelligence.
Oh, careful here. Espanyol in with a chance here. Puado on the run. Puado chased by Hector Ford. Puado gets inside the box. Iñaki Peña! The wall!
Big
What
save.
a save by Iñaki
Can
Peña!
we do this? We haven't done it in a while.
It was more of a wall than a
Okay,
plane.
yeah, all right, I'll give you a brick wall.
Brick wall?
Okay.
Is that a brick wall?
I mean,
Iñaki Peña.
oh.
Saved it with his head.
That was...
Was it?
Was that,
Did it go off his head?
was that his forearm?
It went off his head. Wall emojis on the
Fair
live chat.
enough.
All the stadium is singing Iñaki Peña, Iñaki Peña.
How things have changed. Therefore, here's
But
trying to get
Barca
in.
has to wake up, guys. Barca has to wake up.
I do agree.
Because in the last minutes, Espanyol is controlling, is generating items. Of course, we play with the semi-automatic offside review, and it's good for us. But we have to take care of it. And now Manolo González is looking to the players. Two players will gonna enter. I think one is Chedira, the Italian player playing for Morocco, as his parents are. And the other player have to wait. But Chedira is a forward, is a striker.
Emilia says, I'm from Pakistan and my favorite team is Barça, Visca Barcelona, Visca Catalunya. Nice.
Cool.
We appreciate your support.
Yes, we do.
All the way from Pakistan. Right. We're getting
Oh my
the
God.
semi-automatic offside.
It's
just-
Dios.
and
That's
it's-
shoulder and head offside.
Half a head ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, no. Was it Mark that said it in the first half that without this semi-automatic system, Barca are screwed?
3-2,
Yeah.
yeah.
They-
we would have conceded twice.
Well,
It-
imagine how many goals could be conceded for the other teams without VAR.
Well, think of those like thick blue and red
But
lines we had last season. and
I
the
think we
previous
have to
seasons
count.
with VAR.
We have to count. My memories are one goal against Villarreal from Tierno Barri,
Yeah.
another one from Alaves, Tony Martinez, the goal of Mbappe, 2 goals today, so minimum
2 goals
5
for
goals.
Mbappe. 2 goals for
Ah,
Mbappe.
Yeah.
No, but the second one, the assistant raised the flag, Robert,
Oh,
was not
okay.
by the bar. I said
Okay.
with the semi-automatic bar, against Alaves, 1, against Villarreal, 1, against Madrid, 1, today twice. I think we have to count on them.
But
Yeah.
I think, speaking seriously for a second, you've got this system that benefits Barca because of the high line that they play. We've argued many times in the past, like, oh, Barca don't get all of the calls that they're looking for because they have the ball most of the time, so they're absorbing more of the collisions. This works in their favor.
Yeah.
Of course.
But the other thing that's super important is think about how much time we're not wasting going
I
through
think that's the best
all
bit.
of the VAR little intricacies. It happens in a flash. Uh-oh.
Careful here, a chance for Espanyol, and this one should count. Puado into the back of the net. Is it another
oh
offside?
my God.
No, it's goal, it's goal.
Well, I mean, the referee's
But we have-
got his hand in his ear.
We have to wait, but we have to wake up.
Barca need a wake up, yeah.
Oh no, that should
No.
stand.
That should stand, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should
It
stand.
will be the 4th Puado goal this season with Espanyol. He played for Barca since he was a kid. I think that he went to Espanyol when he was 14. But as I said, Puado played with Dani Olmo. But now it's time to wake up because it's a goal
Yeah.
not considered for Espanyol. This goal, so we have to take care of it, and I think we have to put more rhythm on the game.
Well, technically, yeah. I mean, well, no, not technically, but I mean, if it weren't but just this amount,
Yeah.
this would be a 3-all.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Both offside goals have literally been. The first one was a toe. and the second one was forehead.
Half head.
Maybe they could use that goal as a way to jolt themselves awake a little bit, because they all think at halftime, yeah, we're good, we can just control this game out. But Espanyol are going to fight until the end for this one, that we know.
Yeah, I think Espanyol has been impressive with their intensity.
I had this stat that is that both Barça and Espanyol are in the top 3 this season of teams on fast breaks. Barça have 22 coming into this game, and Espanyol have 16. Careful here, Lewandowski with a shot!
Oh.
Saved by Joan Garcia. Woof. Lewandowski looking for his goal. So first and third in terms of fast breaks. Espanyol have threatened Barça on the break there, looking for runs in behind the defence, and I've been quite impressed with the way they've played. They haven't given up, despite being 3-0 down.
Where did you find that stat?
In our Opta pack that we receive prior to every game.
I like that.
Right, corner kick for Barça. Incoming cross by Raphinha at the near post. Inigo Martinez got his head to it.
So who's going to be the one to revive us? I think Spence needs to do keepy uppies to
I'm not going
get
first.
it going.
I'm not going first. Because you guys need to prove just how good you are before the world gets to see how bad I am. That way it'll look even worse. That's the whole point.
So you do want to look worse.
I played basketball growing up. It's okay. It's not a joke. It's not funny. That's enough out of you. We've lost control of the control room.
We've lost control of the control room, and everything is running amok. Right, Barca in possession here.
Seriously, we need to get more energy into this. So, Alex.
What?
You
10
get
push-ups.
one shot.
Yeah.
10 push-ups.
You only get one shot.
Keepy uppies.
Do not
Raphinha
miss the
scored.
chance
Raphinha did
to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Come on, Barca, do something.
Please.
No,
Lamine Yamal.
Barca's playing with more calm. I think is the way that we have to play. We have to be more calm. We
Trying
don't have to lose balls. Yeah, we have to freeze a little the game.
Yeah.
Inigo. Barca in Espanyol's half. Out wide. Now Barca lose possession.
Now Balde's in the right.
Yes, Balde's on the right, and Hector Ford is on the left. I was confused.
Yeah. They're going to change the positions. I think it's because of the corner, because they are they're changing positions right now. It was just a circumstance. It was
Hansi
not.
Flick right now looks frustrated.
He looks very frustrated. Not the happy man that was in the dressing room giving a thumbs up.
But I think it's normal. You have the game control.
Yeah.
You are close to score the fourth one. Remember the action between Dani Olmo and Lamine Yamal that he did not pass the ball. And now things are changing. Of course, we are 2 goals up, 2 goals ahead, but we have to get focused.
Right, open space for Inigo Martinez to run forward. He finds an available Fermin. So, looking for options, looking to re-energize themselves after conceding the Espanyol goal. Raphinha's on the right now. Long possession for Barca. Which goal did you like the most, by the way, guys? Was it the Olmo first, Raphinha's, or the Olmo second as Raphinha brings it down? Here is Raphinha back to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal cuts it out. Lamine, that's filthy. The shot by Lamine, saved by Joan Garcia. For me, it's the Raphinha goal.
Yeah, I agree. I
like that.
completely agree.
The pass by Cazador.
Yeah.
Just the awareness, the little dink over the keeper.
Little dink.
Careful, careful, careful. Espanyol in space right now. Espanyol on the attack. It's
Good defending.
a chance there.
Is that Inigo?
Well defended by Inigo Martinez.
There was a slip.
Yeah.
But well recovered. Now here is Fermin. Guys, which one is your favorite goal? Mark, which is your favorite goal?
I think the last one. I like the last one.
The Olmo goal.
Yes, the Olmo goal.
Well, almost second.
Yeah.
We have to score another goal.
We do.
We do, definitely.
If we not score, I think we will not suffer.
Yeah, because Espanyol keep looking for those deep passes and are managing to make us feel panicky.
Yeah.
Now Barca wanted a foul on Fermin. You know what you can do, Spence?
Tell me.
Maybe try to energize the team with two things. One, blue and red hearts on the live chat. Support blue and red hearts on the live chat. Keep them coming. And number two, I would say, Spence, maybe get a hat.
Oh, it's been a while.
It's
been a while since we've gone for a hat. Okay.
I say try that.
It can't have any blue in it today.
No blue?
Or
No
white.
blue.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
It would look like you were supporting the
So it's got to be red.
opponent team. While Spence
Look at
goes
that
and gets
touch.
a hat to try and energize this game and walks right in front of me.
I'm sorry, I was going for a hat.
No blue, no white, so that leaves only red. Right or left?
Alex?
I mean, I have a favorite between both, but I'm going to go with not the favorite. I'm going to go with that one. Hola.
Oh, you're both going for hats. You're both hatting up.
We're hatting up.
Okay. In the meantime, Espanyol do have the ball. And comes across, chested down by Inigo.
Look at.
Do it.
Okay.
Right. Let's see if this is enough to
It's going to make it a lot easier to do keepy-uppies with the lights out of my eyes, that's for sure.
Now there's a strange action. It's because Omar El Hilali, I think he was fighting with Balde in the left wing position, and I think that referee stopped the game just for this to not. I don't know if it's on Balde or on Lewandowski, but El Hilali was fouling Barca player.
It was with Raphinha.
I was with Raphinha, okay. I was looking to Balde, but it was with Raphinha. And I see Raphinha talking to the bench. I don't know if Raphinha is fan or not. No, Raphinha is talking with the players. Raphinha is talking with all the players saying, calm down, please. I don't know if you see the image. Raphinha.
Yeah, I could see.
Yeah, put the arms up and said, calm down, please.
No, I think he's... Is he not asking for a substitution? I thought he was going like this.
No, but he was looking to the bench, but there's no player going to the bench.
Okay.
Maybe he said something to the bench, and he's saying that, wait for the substitution? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, there are 5 players warming up. Gavi, Pablo Torre, Gerard Martin, Koundé, and Ansu Fati.
You're going backwards.
It's a bit, a bit mystifying. What
Maybe
Raphinha might have been
that's the way.
signaling there.
It looks very like 90s kids.
I know. I was gonna say like with these Nikes as well. Like I feel like basketball.
Well,
90s.
as long as you're doing, cartoon throwbacks, you got a very Hey Arnold look.
Right.
Robert, do you know who Danny Phantom is?
No, I do not know who Danny Phantom is.
I'll get up.
Careful, careful, careful. A chance here for Espanyol. Blocked by Cubarsí.
They're saying there's humble.
It's been tough.
Espanyol players saying it's humble.
Let's see if I can.
They're saying it's a handball.
No,
It's not a handball.
definitely not.
It's definitely not a handball.
No, but we have to focus, guys. We have to focus because the game is very cold right now.
Yeah.
We are losing a lot of balls. Espanyol is believing, so we have to keep focus.
They're checking, but it is
There's
most
nothing.
definitely not a handball.
Nothing. Definitely not a handball is what referee is saying.
Yeah.
Referee going.
Who does this remind you of, Robert?
I don't know. Careful. Corner kick for
Let's see. Wait, I'll get a better photo.
long ball.
That's
Careful,
out of
the
play.
chance.
That's out of play.
Scored, but it was out of play.
It's
right?
out. It's out. Out of play. Definitely.
This time-
Barca are playing with fire right now.
This
Barca are
time,
playing with fire right now, and I do not like it.
the byline was the offside flag
Yeah.
this time.
I have to say that none of the Espanyol players are saying that the goal is right. I think that
No, it was
clearly
clearly
the ball
out.
is out
Yeah.
of play.
Clearly
And
out,
now-
but still.
2 new players, Ansu and Koundé, will be the third and the fourth substitutions, but something has to change because the game is dangerous for Barca right now.
I think it's becoming a bit of a leaner.
A lean. Okay.
So
Now it's yellow card for, I don't know, it's for Manolo Gonzalez.
someone
Yeah.
on the Espanyol bench is getting a
No,
yellow card.
it's for Manolo. It's for Barça, for Espanyol coach. Yellow card. But I have to say that, as you say, Robert, we are playing with fire.
Yeah.
The game is a little bit dangerous, not on the score, 3-1, but on the feelings.
I'm trying to find the perfect.
What's Manolo upset about? I guess he's upset that
He's had 3 fair goals disallowed.
Well,
once he sees that one.
Well,
No. Fairly disallowed, I mean.
right.
yes.
It's got to be frustrating to see your team put the ball in the net so many times.
Yeah,
and have
just
it
go and
net.
watch a replay.
Especially-
Just go and
No,
watch
I
a
know,
replay
but,
first.
but he
yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
have that right away, so he's thinking we're executing, which they are. They're putting it in the back of the net, which is why we as Barca fans are worried right now.
Koundé is going to come on, as you can see on our screens, and Ansu Fati is going to come on as well. Be a nice day for Ansu Fati to score. Here's Pedri.
Calma, Pedri, calma.
Calma.
Twist and turn from Pedri to run away with the ball and keep it in Barca's possession.
I need the perfect photo of.
Here is Lamine Yamal. Fermin trying to get it back to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal inside the box. Lamine Yamal trying to get it back in. The cross blocked, and Espanyol will clear. Oof, that was a big chance for Barca.
Wow. He had a chance to go into his right foot again, just like last weekend.
Raphinha. Barca restart their actions. It just feels like if we're not careful, it could be one of those games in which Espanyol
Can
get another goal out of nowhere, and all of a sudden you're suffering towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
But Barca can manage to correct that. Attacking inside of Espanyol's box. Here is Lamine Yamal, cross blocked. Now
Okay,
Fermin.
Robert.
Lamine over to Raphinha inside Lewandowski.
Which one?
Ball lost
This one?
by Robert Lewandowski. Careful here. Inigo Martinez goes down. Barca will recover. Marc, the substitutions are ready, right?
Yeah, and also 2 new players of Espanyol were going to enter, so some changes, 4 substitutions in the next seconds. But I think that Barca is doing something well in the last seconds. He's controlling the ball,
Yeah.
and he's recovering the ball faster than in the last minutes.
We haven't suffered at the end of games all season. It hasn't-
Well, I disagree. The Rayo one I did suffer with.
Well, yeah, but that one we were playing from behind.
Yeah.
I have to say that finally Ansu won't enter, so only Koundé.
Okay.
Only Koundé and 2 Espanyol players.
Is it going to be for Hector Fort? His face was a bit. I didn't know because he did a bad cross, and he made a little face. I didn't know if he was
Hector
in
Ford.
pain
No, I think it's
or
just.
if it was because of that cross.
I think this is just Hansi going, hey,
Hey.
this game is getting a little out of hand. I want my top guys in.
It's crazy that we think that way when we're 3-1 up.
Yeah, but you can sort of feel it.
And you have
Definitely,
to have that
definitely.
mentality.
Yeah,
So-
especially against.
Let's go with the substitution.
Okay.
First on Barca, Hector Ford will be out. Second game starting for Hector Ford this season. The first one was against Alaves. I think he played well. And 2 substitutions on Espanyol. Brian Olivan out. Brian Olivan in. Carlos Romero out. And the other substitution for Espanyol, it's 37. Unubar on El Hilali. I have a story on Unubar. The player was the first to score in Johan Cruyff Stadium when he played in under-19 Ajax team. The first game in Johan Cruyff Stadium was
did he?
between
Okay.
under-19 team of Barça and Ajax, and Unubar scored twice that day. For the moment, he's not playing in top teams, but I think it's a great player for Espanyol.
Deep cut,
I know.
deep stat.
That is a deep start. Ui, Raphinha.
Shot from range.
Thank you.
It was Fermin, right?
It was Fermin, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that Roman is passing a Frankie de Jong goal there.
Right. Koundé wins it back and clears it for a throw-in. Just a very slow second half.
Yeah.
Well, this is exactly what we were not hoping for, and perhaps exactly what the Barca official intelligence had planned.
Oof, 12 minutes.
Well,
Just gotta hang on for 15 more minutes here, and ya está. That's the end of that. Take your 3 points, go home.
here's
what a
Pedri,
pass.
long ball through to Lamine Yamal, just a little bit too long.
Yeah.
And Joan Garcia comes out and picks it up.
But I think that Barca has done things better in the last seconds. Last
Yeah,
minute,
but still
with
failing
control.
to create chances.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the last 5-10 minutes, Espanyol did not create any attempts. So I think this is the most important because since the goal was two interesting attempts for them.
What will the final score be? 3-1, 4-1, or 3-2? I'm definitely hoping that it's not option 3.
No.
I'm kind of not all right with the Barca official intelligence getting its prediction right for a second show in a row. So I'm going to go 4-1.
Me too.
I don't know why you guys aren't trusting in Barca official intelligence. It seems like
It's not that I
really
don't
knows
trust
what
it, it's
talking
just
about.
that I'm like,
Just need something different.
I'm scared of a world in which artificial intelligence is always right.
Yes.
I need it to be wrong sometimes.
You need a bit of a flavour in life.
And human factor.
Yeah. Because VAR already takes that away. So.
It's true. I saw an eye-opening tweet that said, "I want artificial intelligence to do my dishes and my laundry while I do arts and creative writing, not doing arts and creative writing while I do laundry and wash dishes."
Well,
that's profound.
It's philosophical.
That's a real deep thought.
I mean, with your look right
a
now.
foul on Koundé and
Yellow card.
a
Yeah.
yellow card, Mark.
Clearly, yellow card. I think it's the second of the game.
Ole, yeah.
Yeah, it's for Chedira, this guy born in Italy but playing with Morocco. He is in Espanyol on loan from Napoli.
Okay.
And it's another action, another cross that we could make from the right wing position. And Koundé and Lewandowski are next to the small box.
Well, either Raphinha or Pedri will swing it in. Incoming cross by Pedri, headed away by the Espanyol defence. It's going to fall to Pedri. No, he lets it bounce out, and it is a throw-in.
Listen, buddy. We promised the people if
We
Raphinha
did.
scored.
If Raphinha scored, we were doing a keepy-uppy competition, right?
Yeah.
Who's going first? Host goes first?
Host goes first. Do we want to say in the chat?
Yeah,
Who should go first?
Chat,
Who should go
chat,
first?
Who goes first?
Who goes first in the keep you uppy challenge?
Who should go first? Live chat. Me? Alex?
Or Spence?
Who should go first? In the meantime, Lamine Yamal plays it through to Raphinha. Barca lose the ball here. It says Spence,
There's
you,
one.
who
Spence,
scored.
Spence, Robert,
Nathan Heath,
Spence,
Spencer, Alex. I see lots of Spencers.
I know.
I do see a lot of Spencers.
Oof.
Lamine
Spence.
tries to feed it through to Lewandowski.
Why does no one say Robert? It's only in Spence, but I think there's more Spence than Alex.
So
Go
guys,
on.
we need energy on the game. And who's coming?
Gavi.
We need energy.
Gavi.
Gavi.
All right.
Gavi's coming.
Right.
All right, Spencer.
Well, now I'm motivated by Gavi.
Make us proud.
Let's hold on. Let's hold
Yeah,
on because right now we're showing the subs.
Yeah.
But we will do the keepy uppy competition.
Does the chat want to guess who's going to win?
Let's see.
My name will stop appearing. It's cool.
No, Spence. Maybe because you're tricking everyone.
I
You're making everyone believe that you're bad.
I have nothing to gain by telling people
That you're good.
that I'm good. I will only disappoint them. This is good. We got a little Ansu also. This is a
Yeah.
good
Little
last
Ansu,
double
a little
A little
Masia.
Ansu.
Little Masia.
Gavi and Ansu, remember, the same as we talk about Casado, Dani Olmo, how many derbies has Gavi played? And I remember he scored a goal in Cornellà, but he was disallowed by the VAR. it was the game finishing with the goal of Luc de Jong in the other time. That game Gavi scored, but the VAR disallowed the goal.
Barca in possession. Here's Frankie de Jong. Lamine Yamal lets it roll. Out wide, Koundé. De Jong. Inside to Lamine Yamal. The pass to Lamine Yamal. The shot by Lamine Yamal goes high and wide.
I think it was offside. It was offside. So let's go with the substitutions.
Sorry.
Raphinha, our captain in the first half. Another goal for him. 11 goals this
Raphinha.
season. And Pedri Potter out. So Ansu Fati will enter on Raphinha. And Gavi will play on Pedri's position.
Raphinha.
Round of applause, guys,
Yes.
for Raphinha, the scorer, and for Pedri, two captains.
I think the captain's arm going on you as the sub. Just Raphinha took it off.
And on comes Gavi, and on comes Ansu Fati, La Masia power. Right, Spence.
Right, Spence.
One shot.
The
You
chat.
only get one shot.
Do not. I
Do
don't know
not.
the words.
Get your. Stop sticking your leg out. here.
Careful, wait a minute, because
Okay.
we do have a question. We do have a question to put on our screens.
Okay.
Because we're having a keepy-uppy competition. Who will win it? That is the question. And Spence, you're going first.
I am.
Careful.
So,
Should we let Espanyol attack?
should we though?
No, keep the question on. Keep the question on.
Oh.
Careful
Oh.
here. De Jong goes down. There we go.
Right. Luckily, Espanyol aren't good at heading the ball second post.
Right, Spence.
All right.
All right, chat. Wait. Do we
We need a wide shot. We need a wide shot. There we
okay.
go.
give him all the space?
2, 3.
No.
3.
3?
Wait. Do I get it? No, I only get one shot. That's fine. Whatever.
Shall we give him another shot, Alex?
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it again
let's
just
give
for
him.
fun.
That was
It's
a
not
warm up.
gonna be
It's
any
fine.
better.
It's fine.
Come on.
Wait a minute. Marbrao says, come on. So, Lamine Yamal driving down the middle. Lamine Yamal. Oh, it's Ansu. Sorry, it's Ansu.
Oi.
Fermin, the
Oi.
shot.
I think
Wide.
that was offside though.
Upside, yeah. Upside.
Right.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
I'll take it.
10.
I'll take it.
10, and you
10,
nearly
10,
knocked
10.
over. You nearly knocked over the mug.
Yeah,
So we all.
you could have kept going if you had more space, maybe.
That's
10.
what I say.
10.
But that's what you need to do in limited space, right?
Yes.
Me?
Go on. Oh, it's pressure going last as well.
Hey, 10's a number.
10 is.
10's a number you gotta get past.
10's a number.
All right, Robert.
Right. There's nothing going on in the game, guys.
We'll watch the game. You watch
Yes.
the ball.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
6, 7, 8, 9,
10,
10,
11, 12, 13.
Be careful.
15, 16,
Espanyol has
17,
it.
By Iñaki Peña.
Saved by Iñaki Peña. Robert, do it well.
Robert's still
While
going.
you are doing this, Iñaki Peña has saved a goal.
More
So-
emojis for Iñaki Peña.
32.
32.
That's going to be a hard one.
32 for
32.
Alex Ibateta.
30. I'll go for 33.
It's good, Robert, but I
I
think
know
that
that's a
get it.
hard one to beat.
So-
Iñaki Peña deserves more motivation, Robert. You did
Right,
it
Yeah,
well.
round of applause for Iñaki Peña, which can also count for my keepy-uppies.
Yes. Right.
Alex Ibateta.
I think I need to put my hair up for this one. It's 32. That's intense. Can I do it? I don't know. There's pressure.
Thumbs up or thumbs down if you think that Alex can beat the 32 number.
I don't know.
Do you feel pressure,
Do we,
Alex?
I feel as much pressure as Ansu Fati right now going onto the pitch. Chat, what is the chat saying? Am I? Okay.
Let's see.
Focus. Don't focus on the outside noise.
Just focus on yourself.
Stay locked in.
Okay. 30. What is it? 32, wasn't it?
Robert's
32,
Robert's
yeah.
gonna watch
Do
the
we
game.
need-
I'm gonna count.
Okay. I feel like. Okay.
Barca in possession.
Do
Well,
we-
wait a minute. Let's see
Let's
how
see, let's
this
see.
comes. What happens here with Fermin finding De Jong in the
Frankie.
middle?
Oof.
De
Ansu, that
Jong
was a
to
good one.
Lamine Yamal. Lamine,
Go on.
Koundé. Can he put the cross in? He cuts back. Koundé back to
Put the cross in.
Lamine Yamal. Lamine.
Why?
Oh, going for the nutmeg there.
That would have been what? The
Attack
fifth
fall.
one of the game?
Attack fall. Lewandowski on
Right.
an Espanyol
So,
player.
Alex,
Okay.
the spotlight is on you.
Okay. No pressure. I feel a lot of pressure. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, pressure, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Yes!
Keep going.
Keep going!
40.
Oh!
The best one, the best one.
Hey.
Goal! Today.
You broke the camera?
You broke everything. I have to say.
Broke the camera.
I do have to say.
Try that.
Wait a minute.
Oof, that was hard.
Careful here, because there's a chance for Barca inside the box. The ball goes to Joan Garcia.
There's no penalty, but I think there was a clearly fall on Fermin outside of the box.
Let's go to the Barca official intelligence, because 89 minutes, 20 seconds played, so we're very close to the end. I do want to ask, Barca official intelligence, are you nervous? Are you feeling nervous with the possibility of getting your second prediction right? You did say 3-1, Barca official intelligence.
Of course I said 3-1 because I know what I'm talking about, my guy. This is exactly how I knew this was going to go down. And let me tell you something else. My record for keepy uppies is 1.
Well, yeah, because you can't move your feet.
3 minutes of other time. 3 minutes for suffering for you, artificial intelligence. You will suffer for 3 more minutes.
The Barca official intelligence will suffer for 3 more minutes. It predicted a 3-1 scoreline.
Ole, Jules Koundé.
This is the same Porto Morirense 3-minute extra time vibe that I'm feeling, though. This is great.
Is it
I
pure
love
football?
it. I love it.
I am so going to celebrate in the Barca official intelligence's face if Barca score a
Me
fourth
too.
goal.
I am too. There's one thing losing to Spencer. There's another thing losing to Barcelona.
Nobody has lost
Barca.
to me today. I thought 10 was going to be a number that might at least get second place. That just didn't happen. That's like 1 off my record.
On the live
True.
chat, are you...
No, but you had more.
I would have had
before.
more. I know.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
could've.
go ahead, Robert.
Okay.
No, I was going to ask, because we did say this. Barca live chat, are you pro AI or anti AI? Or
We're getting philosophical
you don't have to be
now.
anti, but I'm more anti than pro.
Me too. It's scary to give up a lot of things.
I just like the human element of things. Roned
It's scary to give away autonomy.
Yeah. Spence, there was something wrong with your mic, I think.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. You fixed it.
Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Join it.
YouTube Livo saying my prediction was right. I predicted
Bro,
3-1.
AI.
Well, round of well, you don't know yet.
Yes.
No, 2 minutes. 2 more
We're not
minutes.
celebrating a 3-1 win yet.
We're celebrating a win, I think.
A win, not a 3-1 win.
It was only in... Ooh,
Gavi.
nice ball.
Inside, Lamine Yamal brings it down. Barca looking for a fourth goal.
Boom.
Oh, can Gavi
Aye.
shoot? Ooh, Gavi got there
Easy,
late.
Gavi. Easy, Pablo Gavira.
Aye.
Pablo Paez Gavira. By the way,
Pablo.
guys, stay tuned for reactions, interviews coming from the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic in the post-game show. And also, if you have not watched it now that we were mentioning Gavi, second part of the Gavi documentary is out on Barca 1, isn't it, Mark?
I think it's as good as the first one. Of course, we know the end of the film because we know what happened against Sevilla, but we will know exactly how was the path for Gavi from the first training with the group, from the game against Sevilla. And only 25 minutes. If you have not seen the first, you must do it. It's an hour between the first and the second chapter, and I think it's a great story just to love more Gavi than we love. We love Gavi, but if you watch the film, maybe you will love more.
Right, well, we're getting close to the end. And our cameraman is really focusing on us here. Barca are going to win this game, and it looks like they're settling for this 3-1 result. Keeping on to the ball, and the fans, Mark, are celebrating at Montjuic.
Let's go, come on, Ansu.
Oh, Ansu, can he break free? Fermin,
Go,
through to Ansu. Ansu, is he on? Ansu!
Offside.
Oh, it's offside.
But we have to wait.
Let's wait.
Oh,
Let's wait and see.
Fuera de
For me, it
juego.
would be fair if it's goal. It would be fair if
¿Qué
it's
dice
goal.
el VAR?
I think he is off. I think he is off.
And what it say the referee is that the game is ended, that the artificial intelligence is right. Barça won 3-1 the derby, 11 wins in 12 La Liga rounds.
Right, well, guys, fill the live chat with blue and red hearts, please. Blue and red hearts on the live chat because Barça have yet another win in La Liga. 11 wins in 12 games. We won the Catalan derby against Espanyol. 3-1. All 3 goals for Barça came in the first half. And, guys, on we go in La Liga.
Keep it moving. Keep it rolling.
Should we go and congratulate the Barca Official Intelligence?
Do we really have to?
Let's
I think
go.
we have to.
Follow us. Follow us because we all did our predictions before the game. I predicted 4-0. You predicted 2-0. You predicted
5-0.
What did you guys on the live chat predict? If you got a 3-1, congratulations to you. But we do have artificial intelligence here in the studio. It's our Barca Official Intelligence who predicted a 3-1. For the second time in a row, our Barca Official Intelligence got the correct prediction. Predicted a 4-0 against Real Madrid, 3-1 today. This is becoming scary, but let's give it a run. Right, stay tuned for post-show. It's post-show time. another win for Barça in La Liga, this time in the City derby against Espanyol. Barça 3, Espanyol 1, 2 goals by Dani Olmo and 1 by Raphinha. Got it done in the first half for Barça. Then the second half was a completely different story. Another game in which the offside trap worked to perfection for Hansi Flick's side, and on we go in La Liga. 9 points clear of Real Madrid with their game in hand, the game that wasn't played yesterday in Valencia for obvious reasons. But Barça today played a very good first half. Second half wasn't so up to standard, guys. Spencer Siegel, Alexi Bateta. I'm going to have to ask you for your quick thoughts because I'm going to have to almost immediately go to Marabrao in Montjuic.
Quick thoughts are that I think we would have taken 2 of those good halves that we played in the first half, but given the fact that it was just sort of drudging along in the second, they already built up the lead good enough to get the 3 points, which is what matters in the end.
Alex.
Yeah, I agree. Intensity kind of went down in the second half, maybe to manage the game a bit more because Espanyol were going on the counter press, counter attack with a really high intensity. So understandable, but not the greatest second half.
It was not. It was not the greatest second half, and Barca were let off the hook a couple of times by the assistant referee with the offside flag being raised and those disallowed Espanyol goals. But what does count is that Barca managed to score 3 in the first half. Yet again, 3 goals in 45 minutes for Barca, 2 by Dani Olmo, who returned to the starting lineup, and 1 by Raphinha after an amazing Marc Casador assist. We're going to have to wait for that interview with Marabrao, so I'm going to ask you to elaborate a little bit more, guys. There are going to be reactions coming from the Olympic Stadium with our colleague Marabrao interviewing the main protagonists of this game. Looking forward to hearing from Dani Olmo, maybe from Raphinha again. Barca very clinical in the first half. We were talking about the numbers going into half-time. 7 shots, 6 on target, 3 goals, and that is exactly what Hansi Flick has brought to this team. Just very good finishing. Chance conversion has the percentage has gone up or kept increasing this season, and they seem unstoppable when they're on the front foot.
Yeah, and well, even the first goal, it crept up on us. We didn't even realize it was partially the producer's fault on the game side of things because they came back from a replay real quick, and all of a sudden Olmo had the ball in the back of the net. But this is just an example of what can happen when this team gets on the attack, because they do like to take their time in possession, but what is so impressive is that at any point, if they choose to go forward, they can just bang it in real quick without even having to think. And we're getting replays now of the number of times that Espanyol were called offside, which is becoming that recurring theme every game now.
And we're seeing replays of the goals, which we will not be able to offer you today in the highlights, but stay tuned because you could find them later on Barca's YouTube channel and on Barca 1 as well. I said this the other day in a positive sense. Today, maybe not so positive, a tale of 2 halves. First half, Barca dominated, barely let Espanyol get past the halfway line. Second half, the team which we have praised for being relentless in other games, just keep going and going and going. Today just didn't seem to have enough fuel.
No, definitely took the foot off the pedal in the second half. Whether that was maybe a direct command from Hansi Flick, but he was a bit, he wasn't the happiest guy on the pitch in the second half. So I'm thinking that might not have been from his direct command, sort of say. But definitely it was keeping Espanyol were doing really well with the intensity of their attack. So maybe it was trying to control that more, but at the same time, we didn't attack as much as that first half. As Spence said, when they're able to turn it on, they're able to turn it on. We saw, that Raphinha goal, it was a direct pass from deep in the pitch. Lamine Yamal play, outside of the foot pass. But in the second half, we didn't have any of those moments, any of those, intensity moments. Obviously, was it Lamine Yamal that was offsides at the end of the second half? But it wasn't that exciting football that we've seen. As you said, it wasn't relentless, it wasn't exciting, it wasn't intense. It was mainly, keeping possession. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe the players did need to slow it down a bit to kind of conserve energy. But
there were moments too.
There were moments, there were chances in the second half. But for the first time in a while, it felt uncomfortable in the final 20 minutes. It felt like Espanyol were within striking distance. I mean, even with the 3-1 result, but it felt like, hey, just
it was open.
One minor mistake here, and all of a sudden we're going to be suffering towards the end of the game.
I don't disagree, but I do think it would have been a lot less comfortable if that 2-goal lead had been pushed to 1, and then you're really starting to sweat. Even, I mean, the ball hit the back of the net when it was 3-1 at least once, if not twice. And then it got called back for either an offside or the ball going over the byline. And so, yeah, you had your heart in your throat for half a second, but then as soon as they called it back, you realized, okay, we're good. We're in this game with a 2-goal lead.
Right, let's go to Marc Brau at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. Marc, what were your thoughts of this game in which we were saying 2 very different halves today?
Yeah, but I think that it's related, everything. Without the first half, the second half would not be the same. I think that all that happened in the first half is exactly what it has to happen in the second half. I mean, when you are winning 3-0 at the halftime, I don't want to say that you're going to relax, but of course, if you are facing a team as Espanyol has nothing to lose today, they're gonna force a lot of attempts, and I think that Barça got a little minutes out of the game. But after the goal of Espanyol, I think that he managed very well, and of course we did not have a lot of attempts. But as you said, 2 separate halves. But I think that for understanding what happened in the second half, we have also to take a look to the first half. When it's happening, maybe the fans and maybe Hansi Flick will only talk about the second half. Of course, we have to do things better, but I think that the first half was one of the best this season. I have to say that now I'm in the flash interview position. We had to talk with Dani Olmo outside in the official super flash position, but he has to go in the locker room. But he promised to talk with us. So maybe at that time was not Dani Olmo time, but in a few minutes will be Olmo time.
Okay, we will wait for Dani Olmo time here on the post-game show. Is someone coming, Marc?
No, I don't know if it's coming. Dani Olmo is here? No, not for the moment. No, later. We have to come later.
Okay, all right, no problem. Okay, let's stay here in the studio and talk precisely about Dani Olmo, who came back into the lineup and was fantastic in the first half.
He was everything that we knew he could be, and I don't quite see his best skills in the way that I see other players' best skills. And I'm not saying that in any way to put Dani Olmo down, because he has so many great talents, but I think of Fermin, and I think the guy can shoot from outside the box with that's his greatest attribute. I think of Frankie, and I think he drives at the defense and chooses when to go forward and not. I think of Pedri, and I think of him as the distributor. Gavi is the energizer bunny. I don't have an identity in my head for Olmo yet, and maybe that's just because he's sort of a jack of all trades, where he does everything very well.
For me, he's a scorer, he's a passer, but what he does best is when he receives the ball, all of a sudden it becomes clear that Barca have an opportunity to score. I don't know what he does, it's the way he moves his body, the way when he receives the pass, he's already looking in the right way, the way he turns when he has his back to goal. I don't know exactly how he does it, but there's clarity that he brings to the game.
Yeah, I think once he gets the ball, you know it's going forward. You know he's not gonna, once the ball gets to him, that game is not gonna be slowed down. It's gonna go forward and try to create an opportunity. I think I agree with you, Robert. There isn't something that you're like, boom, Dani Olmo's gonna come on, he's gonna do this. Because he can assist, he can score a brace, he can score a hat trick probably. Soon. We're calling it here first, but Dani Olmo he's a special player in the sense that he's kind of a joker. You put him in any opportunity and any game and any style of play that he's playing against, and he can probably do it all. And I think in that sense, that's a really, really big player for us to have in a really key position for us as well.
I think what we weren't anticipating was that Dani Olmo could be such a scorer as well. Right, Marc Brau is not with Dani Olmo, but he is with Pau Cubarsí. Let's hear what Pau Cubarsí has to say.
Yeah, we are a player who played several times against Espanyol, but not for the first team. First derby for him, primer derbi amb el primer equip, el Pau Cubarsí. Què tal, Pau, com estàs?
Hola, Espanyol, hello.
Suposo que satisfet, no? Perquè tu que has jugat tants derbis en categories inferiors, el primer equip acaba en victòria.
sí, era important avui començar amb victòria.
Yeah, it was important to start with a win.
De desconnectar d'aquella setmana en el següent
It's one
partit.
of those weeks.
Ho hem tingut, la primera part ha sigut bona i la segona hem decidit en millorar el que ens ha passat i seguir endavant.
Clar, ara el culer potser, i m'imagino que també dins farà una mica autocrítica, potser el fàcil és quedar-se amb la segona part, que l'equip ha de millorar cosetes, però al final, si heu arribat a la segona part, també és perquè heu fet una primera molt bona.
Sí, hem sortit molt bé, l'equip ha
We started very well.
molt ràpid, ens hem pogut posar per davant, que és l'important, i hem fet
We
una
were
bona primera part.
A poc a poc
scoring, and we were
avui el Dani Olmo
playing very well.
Dos gols, quin tros de jugador, no?
So Dani Olmo, 2 goals.
Espectacular, tant dins com fora del camp.
Yeah, it's spectacular, both on and off the
A
pitch.
nivell de classificació, és veritat que ara li porteu 9 punts al Madrid, evidentment el Madrid encara amb un
9
partit
points
menys,
clear of
Pau,
Madrid.
però no sé fins a quin punt la quantitat de gols que esteu marcant, tants
No,
partits que
it's
esteu guanyant,
important the
us està
goals
donant
you're
més
scoring.
confiança, o en canvi intenteu tocar més de peus a terra. Quin és el sentiment que teniu ara?
What's the feeling you've got?
Intentem tocar sempre de peus a terra, però estem amb la confiança.
We are very confident in the way we are playing.
Intentem donar el màxim, ho estem fent i estem guanyant.
We give our best.
Pau, et vull preguntar per com viviu aquests moments en què el VAR està mirant el gol, perquè tothom us pregunta...
And those moments the VAR is checking the goals.
Clar, però hi ha molts partits en què, gràcies a la
Several
línia com la
games
tireu tota la
like
línia
this.
defensiva, doncs no us estan fent gols. Com ho viviu des de dins?
Sí, intentem tirar la línia molt alta per deixar el contrari.
Yeah, it's difficult.
De vegades són situacions de risc, però les
It's risky decisions sometimes,
són necessàries i quan estem allà,
but they are necessary.
sap que és fora de joc, ens ho diu als altres i ja
And when there is offside, they check it and there is nothing we have to say.
Enhorabona, Pau. Felicitats.
Thank you.
Moltes gràcies a tu.
The words of Pau Coversí talking about the offsides. He said, one of the defenders saying that there's offside. We have to say, okay, but we have to say that the 2 offsides today for the Espanyol and the goals were very, very short.
Yes, indeed, Mark. Keep the reactions coming, and we will keep coming to you at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. And the 2 goals disallowed today, I have to agree with, like very narrow margins. And of course, we celebrate it now, and Barca execute it to perfection at the moment. But teams are going to study this, and teams are going to adjust, and players are going to wait that extra second to initiate their run, and there are going to have to be tweaks in the middle of the season because it is a risky game.
Yes, they're going to study it, but that also means that you have to beat it because the whole point of the rule is that you don't go early. So if players are now being trained when they play against Barça to wait an extra half second, it's a fine margin in this game. That extra half second is the difference between getting to the ball or Balde getting to the ball, you know? So there's only so much you can do to counteract what Hansi's put into play. Not to say that their backline won't be broken. Of course, it will be at times, but it's a very difficult thing to deal with in the way that Hansi sets this team up.
Definitely, and it's worked in the past 2 games, and once again today, Barca were perfect there. Although I was very impressed with Espanyol. They kept going. They kept looking for that goal. They kept pushing Barca's buttons. And they are a team that can punish you in space.
Yeah, definitely. I think you saw every opportunity they had. The goal, if it wasn't Espanyol, I would be like that. I mean, if it wasn't an opposition for Barca, it was a really good goal. It was a run down the left sides, and it was a ball that went all across the goal for a player that was coming in second post. Their attacks were very formed and intense, and it was a very good counter-attack. But what they're missing is kind of the confidence and the consistency to be able to break out of a very defensive formation, to be able to keep that up for XYZ amount of times in a game when the opposition is scoring 3 goals, 4 goals. But no, it was Espanyol. I think for what it was and what we've seen from them so far this season, I thought they had a good game. Obviously, Barca had an even better game. And with that offside trap, the counterattacks aren't as effective as they usually would be.
For me, maybe what's concerning about today, especially in the second half, is not the fact that we're playing that high line and Espanyol got caught by minimal margins a couple of times. It's the amount of times that Barca allowed it to happen, and that's by not being crisp with the passing in that final third, or when you're attacking, not taking care of the ball. I think Barca allowed Espanyol a few too many times today to run out.
Yeah, but that's also part of the game that Barca are playing, because they know they have trust and confidence in the fact that more than half the time, they're going to lure the other team into something that they don't want to be lured into. And that obviously that's been the case for the last couple of games. But again, you look at the fact that they got their work done early today, and that tells the whole story of the day. You go out and you get those goals early, you're not sweating as much. You're dealing with what needs to be dealt with first. Get the goals, get ahead in the game, and ride it out from there, which is what Hansi's team has been able to do.
And I think, like Mark asked Pau Cubarsí, he said, obviously the analysis is going to focus more on the second half because it's become the unusual thing. We're getting spoiled.
Yeah, we're getting tired
really
of talking how good, how good Lamine Yamal is.
Right, let's go back to Montjuic, and Mar Brau is standing next to Hector Fort.
Next to Hector Fort, yeah, and Dani Olmo is waiting for us. But first of all, let's go with Hector Fort. Don't worry, Hector. I only make the introduction in English, but if you want to answer in English, you can do it. No, però estem al costat de l'Hector Fort. Hector, què tal, com estàs?
Hector Fort, how are you doing?
Bé, primer de tot, enhorabona per la victòria, també per la teva primera titularitat a casa aquesta temporada. Quina valoració fas del partit?
Start. A la primera part hem estat molt bé, hem aconseguit...
We've been very well in the first half.
Després, a la segona part no hem estat tan acertats.
Second half was different.
Que no hauríem de cometre, però bueno...
We made some mistakes, but 3 points.
Pau, clar, suposo que el culer potser es queda una miqueta més amb el que ha passat a la segona part.
Maybe the culer was sticking with the second half.
Però tot això també és perquè heu fet una primera part molt bona. Ens hem de quedar amb tot el part.
Because you made a very good first half.
Ens hem de dedicar a fer tot un partit bo.
Yeah, we need to play 90 minutes and only 45.
I la segona doncs no està concentrat, sinó fer les coses bé.
The second half, of course, we can improve that.
I el següent partit hem de fer...
Next game, we need to do it.
6 victòries consecutives. Per primer cop aquesta temporada l'equip és líder. 11 victòries de 12 partits en aquesta temporada que també estàs vivint sencera amb el primer equip. No sé quina sensació teniu a dins, però el culer està molt engrescat.
Bueno, sí, és cert que es nota que estem tots en un estat de confiança bastant alt.
We are pretty confident at the moment. It's very high, the confidence in the team.
Però bueno, hem de seguir així, s'ha de seguir treballant.
We need to carry on like that, working hard.
I res, seguir endavant, seguir guanyant.
We need to keep winning.
Tu has jugat molts derbis amb la samarreta del Barça, però aquest és el teu primer equip.
In the Barca shed when you were young,
pels nanos que veniu de la
in the
casa,
academy.
un dels partits de la temporada sempre és
But
quan
this is
jugava contra
different,
l'Espanyol,
surely.
però ha estat diferent fer-ho amb el primer equip?
Home, i tant, com tu dius,
of course.
són molts anys aquí amb aquesta samarreta.
Many years with this shirt in the academy.
Al final, quan tu ets petit, somies en jugar-ho aquí.
When you are little, you dream of making it big time.
Ja per acabar, va ser titular contra l'Alavés, titular avui. Evidentment, doncs a poc vas entrar amb l'equip, però com estàs valorant tots aquests primers mesos?
Slowly but surely.
Vas debutar al desembre, però ara ja fent la pretemporada, com estàs vivint totes aquestes primeres
setmanes? How are you doing?
Bueno, amb tranquil·litat.
I'm just cool.
Oportunitats, treballant.
Working hard.
I ja està, al final,
that's it.
18 anys encara.
I'm 18.
Així que he de seguir treballant, que
keep working. That's what I've got to do.
Esperem. Enhorabona, Héctor, felicitats.
Congratulations.
The words of Hector Fort talking. No, you cannot pass for his because it's Dani Olmo attending other TV channel. I think maybe we can wait just a little bit because Dani Olmo, I don't know if it's ending to talk with other right holder, but I think it was interesting what Hector Fort is saying, that of course we won the game, but we have to focus on the things that we didn't do very well, especially in the second half. And it was very funny what he's talking about, how many games he played when he was younger. And finally, we are with Dani Olmo. Finally, it's Olmo time. Because we had to talk there on the pitch. Ja estem al costat de Dani Olmo, de l'MVP del partit. Dani, què tal, com estàs?
Hola, bona tarda.
Hello.
S'ha fet esperar, però per fi estem aquí xerrant amb tu. Quina valoració fas d'aquesta victòria? Ara li deia a l'Hector Fort, és veritat que vas marxar una miqueta abans, però tu vas jugar molts derbis contra l'Espanyol.
You played against Espanyol many times as well in the academy.
Sí, la veritat que sí. Tinc bons records també
a
la Masia d'aquests
always good
derbis.
memories when I was in La Masia playing against Espanyol several years.
Que era la victòria, quedar-nos amb els 3 punts.
But today, of course, is different.
A tots els que esteu passant per aquí us estic preguntant. Primera part molt bona, la segona coses...
First half was very good.
L'Hector deia, hem de fer autocrítica, però evidentment també està valorant complet el partit, no?
Sí, sempre tenim coses a millorar.
Yeah, we always have to improve little things.
Més relaxats, hem donat l'oportunitat a l'Espanyol de
we gave Espanyol a chance in the second half, and we need to improve that. We want to improve and be dominant the 90 minutes.
5 gols en 5 partits, Dani.
5 goals in 5 games.
No està malament, no està malament.
Well, it's okay. It's all right.
També com s'ha donat, molt content de tornar
I'm
i
happy to
molt
be
content
back.
de marcar 2 gols.
And of course, the scoring.
Ho dic perquè al final tu sempre has marcat gols. Recordo que quan vam entrevistar quan vas fitxar, tu havies jugat sempre de nou, després
You've
vas anar
always
endarrerint de
scored
posició.
goals playing
Però
striker.
el que és interessant és l'impacte que estàs tenint a la gespa des de tan aviat, Dani.
You
T'esperaves des de
have
tan
a
aviat
big
també
impact
poder oferir aquest rendiment
on the
individual
pitch
dins del col·lectiu?
from the get-go.
Jo sí, la veritat, o sigui, estava confiat de que era el millor lloc per mi.
Yeah, and confident. I always knew Barcelona was the place to be and the team to play for.
Amb aquests jugadors, o sigui que tinc moltes ganes
We've got a great team,
de seguir així, de seguir
and I'm really looking forward for the next game.
I hem de continuar, que això és molt llarg.
Ja et faig l'última, Dani. T'ha tocat estar unes setmanes fora, però l'equip no se n'ha ressentit.
been
T'has
away
tornat i
for a
estàs
while
ajudant també a
injured.
guanyar. Són 11 victòries en 12 partits
It's
de
11
Lliga.
wins
Són
in
13
11
victòries en
games.
15 partits amb 50 gols marcats. Evidentment el
50
culer
goals.
està una mica crescut, però suposo que també l'heu de fer tocar una mica a peus a terra. De tota manera, com a un dels referents que has vingut per intentar donar il·lusió a aquest nou Barça, Dani, esteu satisfets? Estàs content?
Are you happy with the performances so far?
Sí, està clar que estem contents per
Of course we are.
com estem guanyant, com estem jugant.
We're winning, we're playing well.
L'equip, jo crec que hi ha un ambient espectacular.
The atmosphere is
com dintre,
really good,
fora del
both
camp, i tot això
on and off the pitch.
suma. Hem de seguir, encara
And we need
queda
to
molt.
carry on that way.
Guanyant,
There's a
hem de
long
seguir
way to go,
amb aquesta bona dinàmica, però encara queda molt. Hem de tenir els peus
but we
a terra
need
i
to
seguir
carry on
treballant,
working
i al final l'objectiu
hard,
està clar, donar moltes alegries
and the
als
goal is
culers.
to give joy to the
Dani,
fans.
t'he promès l'última, però una molt ràpida, perquè el programa hem dit quin gol de Dani Olmo us agrada més? El del camp del Rayo, el del camp
What's
del
the goal
Girona o un dels d'avui?
that you like the
A veure
most?
si em pots triar algun.
Jo crec que el del Rayo.
I
El
think
del
the Rayo
potser
Vallecano
el
goal.
primer d'aquí també ha sigut molt bo, però jo crec que el primer del Rayo per
I
l'importància
think
que
the first
que va
against
ser
Rayo
per
was
guanyar
really
després
important,
de
was the
4 o
first.
5 anys, crec que no guanyàvem allà.
It was
I
5 years without
va ser
winning
el debut,
at
també,
Vallecas. It was
amb el
my
Barça,
debut
o
as
sigui
well.
Però bueno, tots van sigut guapos.
All
El que votat,
are
així que
important.
ja fet bé, Dani, felicitats.
Gràcies.
It's Olmo time, and Olmo saying in Catalan that his favorite goal is the first one against Rayo. In the first part of the show, Robert, we asked the audience which Dani Olmo goal liked the most. Dani Olmo said it's the first against Rayo, but today the first double with Barca team.
Well, interviews there with Hector Fort and Dani Olmo, and there are the celebrations of Barca's goals today. Dani Olmo scored the first. It was Olmo time very early at the stadium today in the 11th minute. Our newest signing, who returned to the starting lineup today, made it 1-0 in the Catalan derby. And there is the celebration with his teammates. It was Olmo time at Montjuic, and Raphinha scored the second. There you go. That's the Olmo celebration.
I think Lewa did it before as well.
Scored the second after an amazing goal. Once again, Raphinha wearing the captain's armband, and scoring again. The scoring production of Raphinha this season, I think no one could have predicted.
Yeah, well, Mark said it best. Had scored 10 goals in all competitions in each of his first 2 seasons at the club, and now he's already at 11 this year, and we're not even...
We're 15 games
2 days into November.
Yep.
I think everything about Raphinha has to be applauded. His intensity every game, his goal scoring, his assisting, his involvement,
leadership.
And I was gonna you me adelantaste.
Stole the word out
Me
of it.
adelantaste. His leadership with a team that's so young. You need that leadership, but you need that respect. I think he does respect and leadership very, very closely together, because he's playing with a lot younger players, but he respects them as footballers. You know, they're all equal, and I think having Raphinha as that leader does change a lot. And you step onto the pitch and you know that Raphinha is your leader. I think you play for him as well to a certain extent, because you know he's going to defend you at every moment.
And what I can see in that celebration was all smiles. Obviously, it's after a goal, but I keep saying it again and again and again, and especially in the first half today, not so much in the second. This team has fun playing together.
Yeah, they like each other, that's for sure. It certainly seems that way.
Yeah, you see training footage as well, and they're just, you know, you're talking about Lamine Yamal, who we can't stop talking about, that's having an outstanding season. And you just see him, you know, kicking about with Matt Casado and playing as if they're boys at home, and that enjoyment is so hard to find sometimes in elite football, because of the calendar, because of the pressure, because of everything, and we have that, and I think it's kind of appreciating that as well.
good thing about Barca this seaon and in today's game as well, that you win 3-1 with no real involvement of the Pichichi?
Yeah.
We test our theory. So every time every time Spencer and I are together, Lewa doesn't score, but Dani Olmo scores every time he starts.
And they won the game.
So Dani Olmo needs to start every time that Spencer and I are on the show together.
I'm always gonna be pulling for a Levy goal, but it's not only the Levy show here. There are so many other players who can get it done, and he's already got 14 this year. What more do you want from the guy?
Like 14 in 12 games.
That's insane.
Not bad.
That's not too
He's still got
bad.
more goals than games played in La Liga.
Yeah. That's only La Liga, right?
Yeah.
That's just La Liga.
Just La Liga, yeah. And it wasn't his night tonight, but it was Dani Olmo's and Raphinha's. Right, we're waiting for Hansi Flick to go and speak to Marc Brau. I'm very interested to hear what Hansi Flick has to say today, what his assessment of the full 90 minutes was today. But, of course, as I was saying at the top of the show, the circumstances that Real Madrid's game had to be postponed for obvious reasons, but right now what they can see in the standings is that we're 9 points ahead of them, and I think that counts for something.
That counts as a lot, I think.
Yeah, the table's going to look a little bit skewed for at least a little while until they sort the rest of that out, but you'll take the lead for what it is, and obviously understand that for a situation like this, football is not the most important thing at the moment.
No, of course not. Of course not. Of course not. And we stand by the people who are suffering right now, just 5 hours away from here, which is just heartbreaking. But focusing on the football side, no conclusions can be drawn in November. We know that. But, I mean, I see this team having a very clear idea of what it wants. And when you have that, then things can go wrong for a million different reasons. But if there's a direction that you want to go in, that's a great thing to have early on in the season with a new coach.
Yeah, definitely. I think Hansi Flick has done it all right. I think the biggest statement, not only the consistency, but getting that 4-0 win at the Bernabeu, I think is kind of like, you're putting your fist on the table and being like, we are here to get this done, to push us over the line.
Right, let's go to the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. Marc Brau is with Hansi Flick.
Yeah, we are with FC Barcelona coach, with Hansi Flick, to talk about the victory today against Espanyol. Hi, Mr. Flick, how are you?
I'm good.
What's your point of view of the game? A great first half. In the second half, the team suffered just a little bit. So what do you think on the game?
No, we have a young team, and I think also it happens. And I think we'll be in another level on Wednesday. But we won 3 points. This was our goal. So I think we can be happy, also the fans, with the first half. The second half, of course, it was not the best, but we know that, and we work on that.
Okay, but if we arrive to the second half, it's because what the team did in the first half, and today it has not been easy to play against a team who put all the players behind the line, but the team scored 3 goals in only 30 minutes. Mr. Flick, 50 goals in 15 games, incredible stat. I want you to comment this. How important is the effectivity that you're showing?
No, it's good. It shows the quality the players have. We have. In the team, so I think when you see the first goal, the second goal, also the third goal, it was really incredible. So everyone was happy with the first half. We also, so the second half we have to speak about. But I said to the team, okay, I accept it for today, because they made an amazing job till now. But on Wednesday we need another performance.
And the last one, Mr. Flick, for the first time this season, 6 consecutive wins. You're talking about Wednesday, a tough game in Belgrade, but for the confidence of the team, you said, we are a young team, but 6 consecutive wins only in November. What does it mean?
October or November?
Well, until November, but what I mean is, like, in 2 months, you have a big row, 6 consecutive wins. Last season, for example, it was very difficult to do this. I mean, what to say to the players to keep it confidence, but not to say, okay, we are done?
No, it's our mentality. I think in every training we are focused. We want to increase. We want to make the next step, and so it's how you train. So you will play, and this is our mentality, and well, we keep going on this, and yeah. I'm really happy about that, because we said, okay, we want to win these matches now from 6 after the break in October. We won now 4, so 2 more, and then I'm very happy.
We hope to. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
The words of our coach talking about the importance of winning, and I like a lot what he's saying, Robert. 2 important things to comment. The first one is like, we are a young team. One of the reasons, because what happened in the second half. And I think it was good to know what Hansi Flick said to the players, told the players, okay, I accept today, but no more.
Yes, indeed. That it was funny how he said it, definitely. But Hansi Flick was obviously not satisfied with how the second half went, but ultimately 3 points, and on we go. Marc, let's do MVP now before Hansi Flick heads into the press room.
Yeah, because he has to go right now to the press conference room. I think that today he deserves a lot. The 3 points for Dani Olmo, the player of the match. Always he's starting, he's scoring. First double, 5 goals for him. I think that was an incredible performance. Instead he only played an hour. I think he deserves the 3 points. I will give 2 points for Lamine Yamal. He did not score today, but he had another assist. 8 assists in 15 games, and the first one was absolutely amazing, and it was for me one of the best players in the first half. And 1 point for Marc Casado. He only played also an hour, but another assist. I read that he has 3 consecutive assists in the last 3 games. It's very important for the young player, so I think that he deserves 1 point for him. So these are my votes for today.
Thank you very much, Marc. We will see you in Belgrade during the week. Right, I've got to go quickly with MVP, so bye, Marc.
Bye,
Alexi Baceta, quick
I
MVP
went,
votes.
Lamine Yamal with 3 points, just because of his enjoyment from the way he was playing. Obviously, he didn't score. That assist itself was probably worth a goal as well. But the way he was enjoying it, I think we need to value that as well. Dani Olmo, I think for obvious reasons as well. And Raphinha, again, his presence on the pitch, the way he was defending, attacking, I think is undervalued sometimes, especially when he's not involved. But obviously he did score that nice little cheeky goal there. So those are my MVPs of today.
Well, we're seeing the reactions of Hansi Flick to today's action. And Mondrian Spence, your votes.
I would give Hansi 3 points if I could. He's loving life. But I have to go with Olmo as my number 1 star, give him 3 points. Obviously, for what he was able to do. I agree with Marc. Casado has been brilliant, not only assisting, but making sure that he doesn't lose the ball in the holding midfield. And Lamine, for all of his wonderful tricks, he always just manages to give us the wow factor, the ooh and the ah. So a point for him, and a day that Barça should ultimately be proud of, though it's clear that Hansi wants this team to improve.
Right, my votes for player of the match are for, well, Dani Olmo gets the 3 points for coming back, starting, scoring, to providing clarity to how Barca attacked. He opens up options for his teammates, and today he took them himself. So MVP for him. 2 points for Lamine Yamal, who had a good individual performance in the second half. I thought his performance sort of got diluted in the second, along with the rest of the team, and I enjoyed Alejandro Balde's first half as well. Total votes for player of the match as we wait for Hansi Flick to head into the press room. Dani Olmo is our player of the match with 11 points, 8 for Lamine Yamal, 3 for Marc Casado, 1 for Raphinha, and 1 for Balde. Right, upcoming week is going to be a busy one. Wednesday, the team are in Belgrade, and we will be here on Barca Live to tell you all about that match day 4 in the Champions League. And then on Sunday, a difficult stadium, in spite of the fact that Real Sociedad have not had the easiest start of the season, but it's always difficult to go to the Real Arena.
Yeah, it's a big week because it's 3 games in 8 days, and tomorrow they'll likely try to get as much rest in as they can, because there's only 2 days before you have to be in Serbia, which, again, as we mentioned at the top of the show, is one of the most hostile footballing environments that I would say a Western European country will see. It's just a different world over there. So they should be ready for that. And then, yeah, it's going to be tough on Sunday. It's finally back to that 9 p.m. night game slate.
Yeah, and 2 away games as well.
Yeah, I'll definitely be curious. I'll be more curious to see the rotation that Hansi Flick is going to do against Real Sociedad rather than midweek Champions League. Obviously, midweek Champions League, you want that intensity to be, especially in a hostile environment, you want that intensity to keep going, especially because we did drop points, sadly, in the Champions League already. So you want to keep that up. And Sunday is kind of, you can probably manage it a bit better. Obviously, not the easiest stadium to go to either, but I'd be curious to see what Hansi Flick does on Sunday.
Of course, I mean, the word is not prioritize, really. But, okay, you're in a good situation in both competitions, coming off of 2 wins in the Champions League, but you don't want to go down in Game 4 and be 2 wins, 1 draw, and 1 defeat, or 2 wins, 2 defeats. We've seen how volatile that Champions League that we're experimenting with at the moment can be.
Yeah.
And I think to get a 3rd win would be very important to just settle down nerves. We beat Bayern Munich. Okay, let's go and get the expected win.
Well, it moves very quickly, the table, whereas in the past you're only competing with 3 other teams.
Yeah.
And it changes in the sense that maybe you jump over one team because you played them and you beat them, but now the difference,
there are so many variables.
Yeah, the difference between getting 3 points and 0 points could mean 8 or 9 spots in the early stages of this league phase.
But we've seen so many teams slip up already.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a lot tighter than people expected. People at the beginning maybe expected, okay, well, what is this, 8 games? So Manchester City, PSG, Real Madrid, Barca, Bayern Munich are all going to get 22 points. And it's proving not to be that way.
Yeah, you drop points and it's hard to recover from it. I think that's the main problem that teams aren't necessarily used to. Especially, I think the biggest difference when you see that is comparing the men and women's leagues. Obviously, the men's has probably double the teams at the women. And when you lose a game in the men's league, especially La Liga F, you can, recover from dropping points. But in the women's, you have such a limited amount of game that any point that you drop gives you such a hard time to recover that. And I think that's what we're going to see in the Champions League in terms of when you drop points, it will hurt you a lot more than usual. And I think that's maybe that is probably part of the reason why this is happening, to keep that intensity up, to keep that pressure, to not drop your heads when you're playing, maybe a group stage that you can qualify with 2 games remaining.
It's also a matter of understanding that there are 2 different objectives in the league phase that you're pushing for, either the top 8, or if not, at least get yourself between 9 and 24. And then you're talking about knockout stage.
Yeah. And in regards to what you were saying, Alex, very much the opposite with what La Liga is for Barca right now, because you can see at the top of the table, 9-point cushion, which could be a 6-point cushion if Real Madrid do ultimately win their game in Valencia, whenever that is played. And Barca are in a situation in which they can allow themselves to maybe drop 2 points in the Real Arena, but with the way the team are performing, I think the team also need to prioritize riding the wave, and at some point the wave will crash, because you can't keep on winning with no limit.
Says you.
Well, history says.
History.
Statistics says. But
human error, but we're in an AI world.
Just keep the
now.
positive wave going for as long as possible, not take your foot off the pedal.
Yeah. I think Spence and I are against you on this one, Robert. No, it's possible. I think not as dramatic as we maybe expect it to be potentially, but I think it's mainly that it's not prioritizing, but it's kind of accepting that if you do draw, for example, against Real Sociedad,
it's something that can happen.
It's something that can happen, and it's not negative. I think the way that Barça have been playing, that a draw or a loss will be taken in such a negative way, because we've been winning every single match.
Because we've been so spoiled
exactly
this season, and it becomes almost unexpected. I think there's also an element maybe of fear of a resurgence of what's underneath us in the table.
Well, because at some point, I think you're talking about at some point Barca have to come back down to earth. I don't necessarily believe that to be true if Hansi has this mentality and has them locked in. At some point, though, Real Madrid are going to wake up, because they have not been playing their best football. They're still trying to incorporate new players, particularly Mbappe. It's the same with Atleti, although I wouldn't yet fully count them out of this race, because if they figure it out, they can be dangerous. They came up with a win, as you see, just before us today against the Las Palmas team that are resurging, because they have pieces in Alvarez and Sorlot and Lenormand that they've had to figure out. These other teams are going to get it together at some point soon.
Right, we're waiting for the press conference of our head coach, Hansi Flick, who's taking a little bit longer than we expected to head into that press room.
Should we do keepy uppies again?
Address the media.
Do you want to do it again, Spence?
Let's not do keepy uppies, but let's take you through the results of this match day 12 in La Liga, with a win for Alaves against Mallorca. Osasuna also got a 1-0 win against Valladolid. Girona with a 4-3 thriller in Montilivi. You were there, Spence?
I was there. I apparently even showed up on TV for a moment.
Did you? Wow, well, that was a back and forth game, if you want to call it that way. 2 games postponed, of course, because of the floodings in Valencia, Villarreal, Rayo Vallecano, and Valencia, Real Madrid. We'll see when those games can be played. Atlético de Madrid beat Las Palmas earlier on 2-0. Barça with the 3-1 win in the derby. Sevilla, Real Sociedad right now is a 0-0, and later on it's Athletic Club against Real Betis. Tomorrow, Celta face Getafe. The standings with those results, as you were going to say something,
I was just going to point something out about Atleti. They won today 2-0. They also won on Thursday 2-0 in Vic, which is about 45 minutes or so from downtown Barcelona, a 6th division team in Vic, and they had them held 0-0, Vic did, until the 80th minute, and they got the raw end of a deal on a penalty foul, a call that there was no contact in the box upon further replay, but there's no VAR in the first 2 rounds of the Copa del Rey. So they got kind of screwed over on that and ultimately went out. But it would have been one of the biggest upsets in Copa history.
And there is the standings. Oh, of course, those Copa del Rey ties are always fascinating. Barca will come into the Copa del Rey in later rounds.
Yeah, the round of 32.
Exactly. And there are the standings for you, with Barca in the top position, 33 points in 12 matches played, with Real Madrid standing in second with a game in hand, that postponed game against Valencia, 24 points for them. 23 for Atlético de Madrid, who are slowly trundling along in third position. Villarreal have a game in hand as well with 21 points. Following in Europa League spots is Osasuna and Athletic Club with 18 points, tied with Real Betis and Mallorca.
The game I have tonight is Athletic Club against Betis, and I'm on co-coms with, see if you recognize this name, Raúl Rodriguez, former Espanyol player, is on co-coms with me tonight.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So
nice.
Maybe a little bit of dabbling with the enemy, you know?
Yeah. Maybe like chat a little bit about what we just saw at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. There's the set of the bottom half of the table, in which Girona are 11th with 15 points. 13 for Real Sociedad, our next opponent in La Liga next week, next Sunday, 9 p.m. at the Reale Arena. It's going to be an exciting one. It always is at the Real Arena. We got a tight 1-0 win last season with an Araujo late goal. Celta and Alaves are also tied at points with Real Sociedad. Leganés, Getafe and Espanyol all outside of the relegation zone, in which Las Palmas, Valladolid and Valencia sit in right now. Valencia could make a leap if they were to win their game in hand against Real Madrid, which doesn't seem like it's going to be played anytime soon. Right, there is no movement in the press room yet. We're waiting to hear from our head coach, Hansi Flick, after this 3-1 win against Espanyol. If you've just tuned in, Dani Olmo scored 2 and Raphinha scored 1. And we'll launch this question: which was your favourite game? Sevilla, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. It was the perfect week for Barca, coming back from the international break. It has to be the Clásico. Because Bayern Munich was, hey, we're back in Europe.
Yeah.
We're back beating a big team, but it was also a game in which we had 4 chances and scored 4.
Yeah.
Real Madrid was more of a dominance thing in the second half.
Yeah,
it was more of a statement.
It felt great.
It felt good.
It did feel good.
I don't like how the word favorite is spelled in this particular question, but
no, that's the way to spell it, Spence.
It's the British spelling.
I disagree.
It's the British spelling.
I think you can get out of here. Hey.
There you go.
Come on, Hansi, we need you, buddy. Come on, man.
There
We've had enough of Spencer's jokes.
Into the press room. Right,
Spencer joke,
guys.
and it's like, no, enough.
Thank you very much. I'll see you
on Sunday.
I'll see you
on Wednesday.
Right, and you will see me on Wednesday as well. Thank you very much for tuning in today and celebrating this Barca win at the Olympic Stadium against Espanyol. 3-1. We're going to leave you with the press conference of our head coach, Hansi Flick. See you on Wednesday, and as always, visca el Barça.
Hem vist que el Barça ha baixat el ritme, que els jugadors han desconnectat. Tu has acabat content? Has acabat satisfet amb el partit d'avui? Gràcies.
Yes. 3 points. I think it was our goal. It was a derby. At the end, I'm happy for that we win with 3 points. I'm not happy, of course, with the second half. But I said it also to the team. Sometimes it happens. So we lost the concentration, lost the tension, and this is made a lot of in tennis we say unforced errors. But it happens sometimes, and I think till now the team made really a good, have a good season, and also with an unbelievable performance. So also the first half, the second half, okay. So I said, okay, today I accept that because we won, but for Wednesday we need another level.
Hola, Hansi, Marta Ramon en directe a RAC1. Et volia preguntar pel protagonisme de Dani Olmo, per la importància que té poder tornar a comptar amb ell, avui de titular, i sobretot de poder tenir un migcampista així, pel que us dona a nivell ofensiu i per aquest olfacte golejador que avui ha tornat a demostrar.
Yeah, he knows how to score goals, so this was also for us very important today. But I think also Fermin made a good job against Bayern and also against Real. We have a young team, so you can see it also today. So I think we are really happy that Dani is back. Maybe not by 100%, but he is back and he was able to start. And this is also why we won this match and this important 3 points.
Hola, mister. Buenas noches. Adrián Albets, en directo para el carrusel de la serie Moguts de Ser Cataluña. Hoy, de los 3 jugadores de arriba, ha quitado a Raphinha solo.
Today you took Raphinha off.
Es muy difícil quitar a estos 3 delanteros.
Is it difficult to take one of those?
Sorry, normally not, but I think I felt a little bit in the second half really not to make too many changes. So how I say we lost a little bit the confidence from the first half. Also the tension and we made a lot of errors and this is why normally I want to change the players also in front, the strikers, but the focus today was more in the midfield because so Gavi comes back and Frankie, Dani, also Fermin, but Fermin played now started the last 2 matches against Bayern and Real, but also the focus was more today in the midfield. I also normally love to change Petri a little bit earlier, but the match was in a different way, so we make these chances, so we did so. But I think we normally the 3 in front, they are really good. I think in the second half there was not the best performance from them, but I accept it for today. But the next matches, so we have to be on another level, and this is what we have to do.
Hola, Hansi. Aquí Elena Condis de la cadena COPE. Ferran Torres no ha venido hoy al estadio.
Ferran Torres didn't come today.
Que es de Follos. Ha publicado en sus redes sociales, ayer ya contaba
Posted
que ha
on
hablado mucho con
social
él
media
tragedia
about the
que no tenía fuerzas para venir hoy aquí al campo. No sé si ha podido hablar con Ferran Torres. ¿Y cómo ha vivido esta situación de tener que jugar en un momento tan complicada para el país?
difficult situation? What do you think?
I totally understand that. I totally understand that, and it was it was normal. When he asked this and he said, "Okay, I don't feel like that I have to go to the match," is it okay? Of course it's okay. You know, in these moments, I think there are much more things. They are more important than football, and it shows that. So, and it's normal.
Hola, mister.
Okay.
Alejandro Segura de Radio Marca, buenas tardes. Hoy Héctor Ford ha sido titular por
Today Héctor Ford started.
Me gustaría saber el porqué de esta decisión en el día
I'd like to ask you why.
It was my decision. It's normal. This is the coach decided, or the coaches decided, and it was my decision.
Alfredo.
Buenas tardes, mister. Alfredo Martínez, Onda Cero, Radio Estadio. ¿Puede dar la sensación de que en el equipo hay jugadores intocables o muchos titulares y que puede empezar a haber mucha diferencia entre los titulares?
In the team there are players that always start, others not so sure.
This is normal in football, you know. I think also for us, we have I think some players are back now from the injury, and but for us was also very important that we have players, they played, and we have I would say formation, you know, and you can see it in the last row with Pau, with Ini. It's very important that they know how to play with each other. So they're doing really good. I think Ini, he's now in a really good moment, and he's really a leader here and very important for us. So I think it's normal. It will be changed, but we have so many matches, you know, and we also. We'll change the players who start. It's normal. It's a normal way. I think we have now after 2 matches we have the next break, and then after that there's a short break in Christmas time, but then we have a lot of matches till March, and so we need every player. And I'm really happy when the others also came back, and so it's just I think everyone wants to play. That's normal. It's normal. I also, as a player, I know you want to play and want to start, but I think we speak with everyone and they know how it is and what he can expect, and this is for me the situation. Yeah.
Hola, Hansi. Juan Erigoyen, Interior del País. ¿En qué posición visualiza a Frenkie de Jong?
What position do you
think
Frenkie de Jong should play?
En el lugar de
What do you see him?
¿Dónde cree que puede rendir más Frenkie?
He can play, I will say, he can play with Casa and he can play with Petri, and not for this. He's a player normally. I think more as a number 8, but he can also play 6. I think in the second half, it was for the players who came in was not easy. It was not easy because we had not the concentration for the ball possession, and how I said before, it's we made a lot of mistakes, and this was not good in the second half, and so it was for him and also for the players who came in not easy.
Hola, Iván San Antonio, right here, and Diari Sport.
el culer, l'aficionat del Barça és molt patidor, històricament.
Barca fan always suffer.
Quan venia el Bayern, perquè venia el Bayern, quan venia el Madrid,
before Bayern and Madrid,
perquè venia el
because they were big
Madrid
teams.
i el derbi de l'Espanyol,
And today was because of the derby.
Com anava l'equip, certes pors, no?, pel que podia passar. Vostè, que no ha viscut tota aquesta història barcelonista, té por d'alguna cosa?
Are you afraid of anything special?
Why? We prepare also very good for every match, so it's I'm not afraid about nothing. So my team, I'm really I have the confidence with the team, and they're doing really good. So they have to do it on the pitch, and they will give 100%. So this is the normal thing. I think the fans they are very happy how the team's playing, and so this is the way we want to go on.
Hola Hansi, Alex Pintarel de Relevo, enhorabuena por la victoria. Yo le quería preguntar por Olmo simplemente, me ha parecido que se marchaba con algunas molestias, si es así o...
Is Olmo okay? Sustaining any injury?
No. After the long injury, it's normal. You know, we planned 60 minutes like that, round about that, and in the halftime, I said to him and also to Casa that we would change after 10 minutes. So it was we planned it in the halftime.
Hi Hansi, congrats on the victory again. I wanted to ask you about Casado. You've been asked where you see better Frankie and other midfielders and in general other players. But do you think that he's now the most essential player in that area in the pitch?
So number 6, yeah. He's doing really good. So he improved a lot, and I think his performance in the last weeks or month was really unbelievable. So we are really happy with him, and he's doing the things in the defense, but also in the offense very good. Yeah, and this is good to see how he improved.
Hola Hansi, ¿qué tal? Nacho Jiménez para Más que Pelotas. Primero de todo, enhorabuena por la victoria. Antes te preguntaban por la decisión de que jugase Héctor Ford por delante de Yo quería personalizar más en cómo has visto el partido de Héctor Ford. Era su segunda titularidad esta temporada. ¿Cómo estás viendo la progresión del futbolista?
How are you seeing his progression in the team?
Gracias.
No, Hector is also doing good. You have to see that he's 18 years old. He's 18 years old, but he's doing really good. He's a good confidence. He has a good confidence, and I think with ball and without ball, he's doing great. He knows where he has to improve, and we will keep going on, and we'll train with him. But he's on a good way.
Buenas tardes, Hansi. Guillem Borras para Iniestazo. Enhorabuena por la victoria. Yo le quería preguntar por unas declaraciones de Iñaki Peña en los últimos días en una entrevista con Iñaki Peña. Decía el guardameta que nunca se había sentido a un nivel de valentía tan grande.
It was really brave, feeling very good.
Desde fuera casi que puede parecer contradictorio porque usted mismo ha dicho que es un riesgo que asume el equipo. Pero usted lo ha hablado con Iñaki.
Have you told to Iñaki?
Es uno de los aspectos principales. El tema de que se puede adaptar y de que lo entienda como un punto a favor el jugar con esta distribución defensiva para que pues, pueda consolidarse en la portería del primer equipo. Gracias.
Yes, of course he can, and this is in the normal way. I think also before Barca always played with goalkeepers. When we see Mark, he's also like a free man. He always protect the back from the last line. So it's normal in the modern football. You need players. They protect your back, and at the end, it's the last player is the goalkeeper, and he's doing really good.
Gracias, buena tarde.